How's it going, everybody? I'm Kyle from Fantasy Forge Studios, and we are back with the official Session 1 of Adventures in Middle-earth Eriador adventures. This is the second campaign that's happening in this world of Middle-earth. This is a campaign called Adventures in Middle-earth, a D&D 5e supplement that takes place in the world of Middle-earth, and it also takes place in the years between the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. And so currently it is right now 1948 in the Third Age of about 6 years after the fall of Smaug. In Middle-earth. But we have now moved west of the Misty Mountains, away from Wilderland in that campaign. The campaign's still going on simultaneously, but we have moved west over the Misty Mountains into the lands of Eriador, where we have experienced, it was like a month and a half ago, Valinith's last fellowship phase, and then also Session 0 for Kyrian, the Dunedain of Eriador. And so, with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and have our players introduce themselves before we go full-fledged into this chaos that you see. Again, a month and a half ago, you might remember. But if not, I think you'll be caught up pretty quickly. But let's go ahead and first introduce Valinith.
Do I even remember how to introduce Valinith?
Huzzah.
I don't know. It's been too long since I played. No. I play the character. I am Forged, ordained here at Fantasy Forge Studios, and I play the character Valinith, son of Morbeth. He is a high elf of Rivendell. He is a scholar class, which is like the D&D equivalent of like a healer, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. The Adventures of Middle-earth it is D&D, but not really. But he does healing, and he uses a bow. During his holiday phase, he got a ancient relic, bow of the Last Alliance. So that's like the new cultural feature that he chose. And it is his father's bow from when he fought in the during the against Sauron and Nazgul's, and it's really cool. And anyways. So he's a high elf of Rivendell, which is pretty sweet. So he likes fancy things. He says huzzah a lot. You know, it's good.
Huzzah indeed. Huzzah. We're happy to have Valinith back. And then we have our second player of this campaign, played by Cole.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kyrian, son of Durafin, and I mean, that's the character I play. I'm Cole. Some of you may know me. If not, cool. And I am playing Kyrian, and he is a Dunedain of the North, and pretty much just an all-around cool guy. And he, has a tragic background and lots of death of loved ones due to orcs and the enemy of Shadow. So he has taken a solemn oath to do everything he can to uproot any sort of organized leadership in his homeland of, I forget what it's called, Eriador, right? Is that where we are? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. So that's him.
I didn't know that. I learned more about him. So that was nice. It was a good introduction.
So I'm trying to, wipe out them evil folk from the face of this earth.
I like that.
Middle Earth.
There you go.
And then the last character was briefly introduced at the end of Valinith's session. But the last character is, for the foreseeable future, a DMPC. Well, let's see. I mean, this looks pretty... this looks pretty rough. But a DMPC by the name of Calefir. I'm not going to introduce anything else at the moment about Calefir, but he is there. And so you'll forever notice that he has his own little character art that's up there. Actually, everyone has their character. Let me see if I can show. I know it's kind of difficult to tell on the kind of the board overview, but so this is Valinith. Ooh, fancy elf boy. And this is Kyrian. So, yes, that's what they're supposed to be looking like. But yeah, so we have Caleb here as the last one. But Again, as I had mentioned, I am Kyle. I am the lore master of this campaign, the DM, whatever you want to call me. But I am here to play both with and against these players as they adventure through Middle Earth, as they craft their own stories and helping to tell the narrative of how they're doing that. But little brief overview about the last things that we had seen from these two adventurers, well, at least in recent memory, is Caliphyr. Well, not Caliphyr. Valinith. We'll go ahead and start with him since he's kind of the earliest. So he was a high elf scholar who has been traveling throughout Middle Earth in search for his father Morbeth, who went missing years ago. He went into Wilderland, as there was news that he was last sighted east of the Misty Mountains, to where he went to go, just try to find any information that he could, speaking with woodmen, speaking with Galadriel, and making his way all the way to Dale for the celebration of the 5 armies, the gathering of the 5 armies, big celebration to celebrate the 5 years of the fall of Smaug. While he was there, he met up with his adventuring companions, Fëanor, Jalen, and Theodric, and one thing led to another. Jalen ended up dying, finding a new companion, Jess, made their way through Mirkwood, fought off spiders, some wayward elves, and eventually made their way into Wilderland, to where they were invited to the Folkmoot of the Woodmen, and eventually went to go hunt down a missing hobbit who had made his caravan and was lost somewhere between Rivendell and the Easterly Inn, the inn that he called home in Wilderland. And they were able to find him, making his way back towards and guiding the wounded Igwar and the Breelander boys back to the Easterly Inn. Fëanor and Theodric and Jess were able to rescue Dindi, the lost hobbit, from the goblins in the goblin tunnels, and it was at that point where they decided to go visit home, pretty much at least Valinith. And so he did with Fëanor, as that is where he informed Fëanor that he would not be going back, as he feels that his traces of finding his father have gone cold, and he is going to start attempting to search Eriador for his father in the meantime. But while he was during his stay in Rivendell, he was put in charge of a young lad named Estel, and not only in training of body, but particularly training of mind, as he's been teaching him history and all that kind of stuff in the halls of Elrond. And so with that being the case, they kind of grew pretty close, and after a few months of doing this during the Yule phase, Glorfindel, the legendary Glorfindel, and he came back into one early morning during a training session to inform Estel and Valinith that an orc party has been discovered, and they are off to go find such creatures. And so they made their way, and they came into contact with not only the orcs that they were tracking, but a large stone troll and a very cornered man in silver armor by the name of Caliphyr. Moving on to Cirion. So little is known as far as has officially been revealed about Cirion up until this point, but from what we know, he is a Dunedain ranger. He has spent much of his 40-something years, 49 years, protecting the Northlands of Eriador from the enemies of the Shadow. And the last that we had left off from him, he had met a dwarf and a man of Dunland in Bree, who were looking for guides to be able to uncover some buried treasure from the dwarf's uncle. And so they went. They marched, and as they did so, the one thing led to another, kind of a little bit of sketchiness on both the dwarf and the man's part. But in tow with Cirion and Halbarad, his charge, they went off to go help find this buried treasure, and they come to this cave to where they had discovered that they had been led into a trap by the dwarf and the man, and a giant stone troll had come out, and yeah, there was an epic battle that ensued, a lot of kiting, a lot of good combat tactics, and Kyrian and Halbarad were able to bring down the stone troll by the name of Nelly. And with that being the case, the man of Dunland, he sacrificed his body to a degree, and they were able to save his wife, who had been trapped by this troll. Upon investigating this cave, Kyrian was able to find a note with a barely legible scrawl on it that said, plans for the Hidden Valley. And one thing led to another, and pings went off in his mind, which the Hidden Valley is also a code name for the Valley of Rivendell in Meladris. And so while Halbrad is going to take the dwarf to justice and the rest of the family back to Bree, Kyrian has decided to make his way, after a long time away from Rivendell, back to the Hidden Valley, where he plans to inform Lord Elrond of what he had seen, as there was not only the one troll that was there, but evidence and tale of many trolls that had been inside that troll hole, and they were just lucky to have only encountered one of them. And so he made his way off in the direction, easterly direction towards the Hidden Valley of Imladris. And with that, that is, we're going to go ahead and pick up this battle. So we're going to go ahead and introduce right at the very beginning of this battle, where Glorfindel and Estel and Valinith have come face to face with this wicked enemy. And with that, I'm going to have you, Valinith, roll for initiative.
Oh my gosh, it has been a time coming, that's for sure. In the Hidden Valley, if we do win, are we going to be able to get some carrots and some ranch to celebrate with?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
where
yeah.
the secret recipe is held for all to be
That's
able to enjoy.
That's what the orcs are after, is the secret sauce. Where is my inspiration? Oh, not inspiration. Where is
Initiative
my...
is right under your proficiency bonus,
there
just
we
to
go,
the
I
left
got
of
it.
your AC.
I got it.
Cool.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, pretty good.
It's pretty good for Valinith.
And so as you confront this this enemy, you see that this troll turns around and he looks down at you and goes, looks tasty. And he immediately turns on his heel and charges in 5-10, confronting both Estel and Glorfindel. Glorfindel, as this is happening, he draws his blade, and as he does so, Valinith, I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
A wisdom saving throw? What the heck? All right, hold up. Saves. Wisdom. I'm good at those, I think. I'm really good at those. It doesn't matter. That's a natural 1 for a 6.
You have seen Glorfindel fight, but not to the degree that you see the ferocity. He strikes fear with basically his gaze, and as he unsheaths his blade, you can see a glint in the troll's eye, as you can barely make out a glimmer. But you have seen this a time or two, and this doesn't stand nearly as impressive as perhaps it would to any other mortal. But in the meantime, you do see Estel. He has drawn his sword as well, as he braces for impact. The troll comes rushing in, and he takes his giant club that he has, and he strikes it down at the elf Glorfindel, and Glorfindel immediately takes his sword, parries it out of the way with this almost unnatural strength. The troll roars as he goes in for a second attack. So he's going to go ahead and make an attack roll against. He's going to do a sweep with his club. So he's attempting to hit both Estel and Glorfindel.
Oh. By the way, Cole, Kyrian, he's also very wisdomy, isn't he?
Yeah, we're gonna be a very wise bunch.
It's gonna be great. Our other party was not. It's gonna be nice.
I think I'm also like I think we're about the same in intelligence. I might be slightly smarter.
There you go. It's gonna be a different campaign, that's for sure. Anyways, Troll, continue your clubbing.
He makes his first attack against a Glorfindel, and Glorfindel parries it out of the way as it jumps up. He makes his second, the club, it jumps up and over. And as he's following through with this swing, he strikes down on Estel, and he gets a nat 20. So, with that being the case, Estel takes a total of 25 bludgeoning damage as he just boom whacks down. Estel gets hit full force as he goes spinning 5-10 feet in the opposite direction. He has fallen prone, sword out of his hand. He is not unconscious, but he is not feeling too good after that hit.
We can't let him die. He's a main character. Where's that plot armor?
He's got leather armor. He's got an armor value of 12. But as Valinith did learn, he is thick.
He's the father of Legolas, right?
Who's this? Glorfindel?
Who's Glorfindel again?
Glorfindel is the elf of legend. So during the second age, he was, or first age? Yeah, first age, he was the elf who fought off basically Balrogs and stuff, and then ended up dying, and he was brought back to Middle-earth, brought back to Arda, and he is like a legend.
Not a big part of Lord of the Rings, right? He's kind of in the background.
Yeah, he's in the background. You do see him in the Fellowship of the Ring. He's the one who goes and finds Frodo instead of Arwen in the books. And so Arwen in the film version, for those who are familiar, is the one who found it. But instead, it's Glorfindel and his valiant steed Asfaloth.
That's it.
Yeah, he's for lack of a better term, a badass. He's So anyways,
he has like one of the 3 rings of power that the elves made, right?
He does not.
He did.
So the ones who hold the 3 elven rings of power right now are Galadriel, Elrond, and Gandalf.
Right, but did he have it before Gandalf?
I believe it was Gil-galad.
Oh, okay.
So the High King of the Elves, yeah. But that's neither.
We're getting into semantics. Keep battling. I'm sorry.
No worries.
No, you're good. It makes it better because people who don't know Lord of the Rings now know how freaking sick he is.
Yeah, Glorfindel. I think I mentioned this in Dane's campaign, but Glorfindel, or Dane's session, Glorfindel in all of the AME material is the single strongest character in all of it. So, yeah, he's
nice.
He's intense. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's going to be the Stone Troll's turn. And so we're going to go ahead and move to Valinith.
Yeah, Valinith seeing just get freaking Estel just get ragdolled is just immediately in a panic, just seeing that. And he calls over to Glorfindel, knowing what a badass he is, for lack of better terms. Glorfindel, hold the line! And Valinith will run over to Estel, and he's going to immediately attempt to support him in a way. And closing his eyes without even thinking, he's going to use his Hands of a Healer feat. So it is 2d8 plus my Wisdom modifier, and it uses one of my charges.
So now at level 4, you have 4 of the charges. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. So that's unfortunate that I have to use it so soon, but it's fine. So
wait, is he almost about to die?
Oh, he got hit for 25 points.
Wait, I thought that was Glorfindel.
No.
Nope.
Estel.
That was Estel.
Glorfindel parried, and in the same sweep, he just brutalized for a nat 20.
13 hit points he gets back. Okay. So hopefully stabilizing him a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then Valinith whispers to him, "Arise, my boy. We've got enemies." And Valinith readies his bow That's all he can do.
Yeah, you assist him as you immediately tend to his wounds, and you can feel that there's a cracked rib in his side. You're able to stabilize him to a degree and get him up. He leans up. He says, "Why can't you swing like that during sparring? Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning." As he gets his sword into his hand, he's like, "Okay." And he holds it with two hands. Let's do this. As you're about ready to go. Now it is Glorfindel's turn. He is going to go ahead and use he's got some cool stuff that he can do if I remember. Glorfindel. So a couple cool things that he has. He's got a multi-attack, so he can make 3 attacks with the Sword of the Eldar.
Nice.
So he's gonna do that.
Come on, one shot this troll.
I'm very curious to see how much damage he puts out.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and use his Sword of the Eldar, and so he is wielding this two-handed, and so he is going to make his first strike against the troll for a 20, which hits, and he is going to deal
30 points.
Hold on, I have to go back and give me 1 second. Okay, so he is going to deal a total of 17 magical slashing damage to the troll as he just swipes up. And there's this immediately, it cuts through this troll's stone hide as if it were nothing. Almost like butter, as just as he gets all hot and bothered. So that's going to be 17. His second attack is going to be made for a 14. As he strikes up the troll, he swipes it away with his offhand, so he misses that attack. And he's going to use his third attack for a nat 20. And that is going to be a total of 18 magical slashing damage. As he just strikes this troll. He has all but obliterated the defense of this troll as this troll begins whirling back on his heels. With that being the case, as you observe the way that Glorfindel fights, there's no reason that he should be hitting as hard as he does with each strike, as each movement he makes is the sheer elegance and grace, as almost kind of like a dance, as he just kind of like dodges side to side, and he cuts as if it is the most natural thing in the world to him. But with each whack and even the successful block by the troll, the sheer power that's in each of these thrusts is just like incredible to behold. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the orcs. Up ahead, I'm going to have you make a wisdom skill check for me. Just straight wisdom.
Who?
Valinith.
Wisdom skill check. I'm very wisdomy, but as we all saw a second ago, that doesn't mean nothing. Wisdom skill check. Wisdom skill check. Where's my wisdom score? Oh man, this is the unfortunate thing about not playing in so long. I just
Yeah, so it's
always
not a saving
forget.
throw, just the skill, right at the very top.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. We're good. That's a 5. What the heck?
All you can hear is a series of grunts and shrieks, and you can hear a man that says, "No, not like this!" And you hear a giant clash and clink as this orc here begins to make his way in. 25, 30. And he pulls out a bent scimitar as he goes ahead and starts making attacks on this man. So first attack is going to be a 14, which is not enough. By the way, Caliphyr has an armor class of 18, So he's a thick boy.
What a guy.
The second one is going to be a 19 to hit. So he is going to strike with his bent scimitar for a total of 6 points of slashing damage.
Was he already hurt previously? Do we know?
Yeah, he seemed decently hurt from the calls. It looks like he's been in battle for a while. If not, he seems at least tired. And with that, he says, "Ugh," and you can hear just like clinks of steel and basically brawn. And with that, orcs are going to start making their moves. So this one is going to 5, 10, 15. Engage Estel there. This one is going to 5, 10, 15. Flank Glorfindel. This one's coming in here to engage Calafir. And this one's coming in here to engage Calafir. This one's going to stay put, and this one's going to make his way 5, 10, 15, 20 in that direction. They're all kind of rotating to see where they need to go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 5, 10, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is going to initiate combat against Valinith. All right, so let's go ahead and start doing combats. We'll start the first ones with Calafir. So this orc lieutenant is going to go ahead and make... he already made his attack, so just these two orcs. Because he's flanked, each of them are going to get their attacks with advantage.
Where's Kyrian? Where is he? Where is he?
This valley is very hidden, okay?
He's looking for the ranch.
Looking for that ranch. As repulsive as it is to me, you know?
Ooh. Not the secret recipe. The first one has a 14 to hit, so it does not hit. The second orc strikes with a 17 to hit, which doesn't hit. Let's move on to Glorfindel. This guy has an advantage against Glorfindel, and he's going to get a nat 20. However, Glorfindel is going to use so many nat 20s.
Stop it.
Glorfindel is going to do his legendary action to parry. And he's going to increase his AC by 5. Which is going to be enough to block the damage from that. And then the orc against Estel, it's just normal against him, but that is going to be a 20 non-natural to hit Estel. And he's going to hit him for a total of 7 points of slashing damage.
Good thing Valinith healed him.
Yeah, really. As he just... Yeah, he basically gets back up and gets his sword in his hand as this orc rushes in and then just charges him and cuts him along the same bruised side that is ripped. As he gets hit. And then the other one comes and confronts you, Valinith, for potentially, let's see how to hit. I don't think this is going to hit. That's going to be an 8.
Nope.
You're able to dodge out of the way of the sword blow. But that brings us to Estel, who is going to use his attack to be able to strike at the orc that is hitting him. He gets a natural 18 for a total of 22. And he's able to strike right back at the orc that attacked him for he's wielding his sword two-handed, so for a total of 7 points of slashing damage to Orky Boy. And he gets a second attack as well against him. So that's going to be the same. Oh, no, 21 to hit, which definitely hits the orc. And that is going to be for a total of 5 points of slashing damage against the orc.
Get him, Estel. Get him.
That's all he can do. So he is in combat, which brings us to Calafir. So Calafir, you begin to hear him call out, For my friends, for the Silver Swan Court, and you can hear this kind of like overhead cleaving as he swings down his sword against the orcs that are surrounding him. So a couple of things that he has, which is pretty cool. He has this ability called Many Foes, and so this is just a. Oh, he didn't use it. That's unfortunate. Well, okay, that's fine. Next time, maybe. He's going to go ahead and, as he says that, he's going to use his Challenge of the Silver Swan. So he's going to issue a challenge against a creature that he can see within 10 feet as a bonus action. He gains advantage on melee attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. In addition, the creature must make a Wisdom Insight check. And then on a failed check, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls that target creatures other than you for the duration until you attack another creature. If a creature friendly to you attacks the target, or if you end your turn more than 30 feet away from the target, you must then finish a short or long rest to use this feature again. So he's going to go ahead and challenge the lieutenant. And as he does so, he uses his bonus action to do that. And then he is going to use his action to activate his Bright Blade. So starting at 3rd level for 1 minute, he adds his charisma modifiers to his attack rolls. And so his sword glimmers keenly, but he's unable to do any more actions because that's his bonus action in action. Which brings us to Kyrian. So as you are making your way through these hills, this is a path that you have taken many times before in the path, and you're able to find the signs. One of the sure signs to being able to discover the Hidden Valley are there are a scattering of white stones that are here and there that basically lead directly into the entrance to the valley, and so you keenly are able to recognize where those are. But as you stumble upon one of them and you investigate the tracks up ahead, I'm going to have you make a survival check for me.
Nice.
Please don't roll bad. Please, I've been rolling terrible.
I'm no longer in favored known land. Am I?
You should be.
Nice.
You don't like the Hidden Valley, but you know it. Survival, yeah.
Yeah, survival.
Well, it will be good for you to know that my proficiency bonus is doubled for this check.
Intense.
So,
what is it, like a +6?
Go.
Something.
Let's just stay in Eriador the entire time, so we get that.
+5. But another +2, so 26.
Oh my gosh.
With that being the case, you are able to discover that there are a number of tracks. These are clearly orc tracks. In your time, you have never heard of or seen orc tracks so close to the Hidden Valley. Usually, around this area, there are regular elf patrols. You have not encountered any of these, and they're typically led either by Elrohir or Eladin, the sons of Elrond. And usually they take care of any orcs that are within the general vicinity. However, it seems that there are a number of them. From what you can tell, based off of the tracks, there are close to about 14 orcish footprints that are here, and one set of very heavy set footprints as well. And as you listen onto the wind, you can hear the sounds of steel clashing just up ahead, probably within a short sprint's way away. They're out of view, out of sight as you are climbing your way up into the hills at this point. But
check my dagger.
It is very much blue.
Oh boy. I draw it and my broadsword, and I run and sprint as fast as I can, somewhat stealthily, into the fray.
Okay, I'm going to have you make a... with that being the case, I'm going to have you make a initiative roll for me.
Nice.
You got this. Roll well.
I shall try. 21.
All right.
Wow. Let's go.
Mr. Kyrian starting off strong.
I know. Just watch. This won't last.
What is your dexterity score?
plus dexterity score total is a 16.
16.
It's pretty good.
So you're able to rush in to see a number of orcs. They seem to be making their way in two directions, both northward and southward. They don't seem to have paid much heed to you, but I'm gonna have you make a stealth check for me.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I have advantage on this baby. Let's go.
Rangers.
Yeah, good thing. 23.
You see that one of these orcs is kind of looking in the northward direction. He begins calling, this is speech that you have not heard for a time. I'm going to have you make a Shadow Lore check for me.
Nice.
Look at all these checks.
Let's go. 25.
25. You are, you know that this is a speech that has not been spoken in these lands for quite some time. But it is the black speech of Mordor. The last time it was used here was during the rule of the Witch King of Angmar. But you see this orc, and he begins to call. You don't understand what he's saying, but it is it is an absolutely recognizable wicked speech. But you are able to creep your way in without being noticed. It is your turn.
Sick.
Get him. Go get him.
All right. I'm going. Do I see everyone doing their things?
So from what you can see based off of this map, there's some large boulders that are here. So you don't see anything over here, but you see there's a giant troll seeming to be in combat with something or someone. You can't see either Estel or Valinith. And up north, you haven't made your way far enough in to see it, because there's giant boulders here that are blocking your line of sight here. So from what you can see this orc, this orc, this orc, this orc, the troll, and these two orcs.
Sick. All right, well, I'll start going to work, and I will stealthily come up to this guy and start stabbing him.
You do so unnoticed, based off of your stealth check and his passive perception. You can go ahead and make your attack at advantage. Both attacks at advantage.
Let's go. All right.
So this is a good time now that this is kind of second combat we've seen Kyrian in. This is a good time to kind of explain some of your abilities and how they work and whatnot. What is Kyrian good at?
Kyrian dual wields. So he's got a broadsword in one hand and his elvish dagger in the other. And he's really good at being swift and decisive. And in a pinch, he's also good with a bow. So he's versatile. And he is a dual wielding fiend, and he also because of his oath and his awesome prowess, has devoted his life to specifically taking down enemies of shadow, related to the shadow. So I have several bonuses that help me against that.
All right, what is your hit roll for your first attack?
Nat 20.
Ooh, so that's just maximum damage.
Sick.
Go.
So 8 plus 5, so 13.
Ooh.
For the first one.
As you go in there with your sword, you sneak up behind and you run him right through the stomach. Your sword enters easily. This orc is armored. He has a kind of like a hodgepodge of kind of cobbled together armor, but it is armor. It's not just a wild hunter orc. But you're able to identify one of the weak parts, and you're able to just run him through with your sword. And you see, as your sword enters through the other side of his belly, you release it as he just begins bleeding. As he looks around frantically in pain, and he looks into your eyes as you strike down with your dagger. So you can use your bonus action for your dagger attack.
All right.
With advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Oh!
I
okay.
told you my luck would run out. 8.
Okay.
An 8. As he looks around and he sees you, you slash down with your dagger, and its blue glowing form begins to get stuck in his hand as he reaches out and grabs it. It cuts a little bit into his hand, but he's able to push it away as he kind of realigns himself, and he looks to you and he shrieks. However, because of how you've moved up, you look directly to your left and you see that there is a man in completely silver armor. It looks like plate armor, and he is fighting off what looks to be 3 orcs at this point. You aren't able to see these 2 yet. However, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me, Kieran.
Okay. Okay. Oof. And we're still, okay, so 10.
10. With that check.
That's as bad as it gets. That was a 1.
Ooh. Ooh.
So.
What is going on? Why are you rolling natural 20s, Kyle? We're rolling natural 1s over here.
Because I'm stealing all of your natural 20s.
Man.
It's okay. At least I rolled 1 for Glorfindel.
That's true.
I rolled a nat 20.
That's
as well.
true. Good job. Good job. You've been rolling well. I can't blame you.
Yeah. I told you, my luck was gonna run out, you know?
But as you look over to the troll, you almost seem to sense that there's kind of like this this luminescence, this light that is being shed from the other side. You don't hear any grunts, any words, but you can tell whatever the troll is fighting is a powerful adversary.
Nice.
And because it's fighting a troll, most likely it's fighting on your side. We're going to go ahead and move to the troll. So the troll, because of Glorfindel's parrying and everything, he actually causes fear. So he has an aura of terror right now around him. The troll has to roll a wisdom saving throw to stay in combat with.
Are trolls wise?
No, not particularly. He rolls an 11, which is just enough. He needs a 10 or more. So he's able to stay in combat, and he's going to make 2 club swings against Glorfindel. So the first one is going to be that's going to be a 10, which is not going to hit. Glorfindel easily sidesteps it, and he goes ahead and he makes his second attack. That's going to be for a 16, which it strikes true against Glorfindel, and it hits him, sideswipes him, and it doesn't move Glorfindel an inch. He takes it, and almost as if like his body or armor absorbs the blow. And he takes it, and he pushes the club down as he looks into the eyes of the troll. He is going in for some killer attacks. But before he does that, Valineth, it is your turn.
So I have 1 action and 1 bonus action. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So with my bonus action, can I disengage from this orc without getting a
technically that's an action to do.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I
know. I learned this in Baldur's Gate. It sucks.
Okay. Can I just move away and then incur an opportunity attack instead?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna take a step back 5 feet here.
Okay.
Incur an opportunity attack.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and spend his reaction to make an opportunity attack, and that is going to be for a total of 17 to hit.
Does hit. That does hit.
All right, and that is going to be with his bent scimitar. Is going to be a 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. That's fine. So 6 points I will take. Valineth will like grunt as he incurs the combat, but right now he's not focusing necessarily on this orc. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15. There are boulders right here, right?
Yes, there are.
How tall are they?
So this one rises about 5 or 6 feet, and this one's about 8-ish feet tall.
Okay, so he's gonna rise, try to get on top of the one that's.
All right, make an acrobatic check for me.
Come on, please. Please. Okay, acrobatics, you said.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know if I'm very good at those.
I don't know. You got a pretty good dexterity, I think.
It's not bad. Please roll well. Britt, can you give me inspiration, please? She said she would.
I think she's gone. I think she went to go straight.
No, she did, but she said to at her if I need her. So Valinith is just gonna take a moment to like.
To Bree.
I'm curious. So you're asking for inspiration. What was your roll?
It was a natural 1 for a 3. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Can I give you inspiration?
If you have the
You can
channel
if you have the
points,
channel
Britt.
points. 25,000.
Nice. Let's see. Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Thank God.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Redeem.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll.
why?
So this is a good time to note for anybody who is watching part of the channel. There is a you can spend channel points to give hope or inspiration to our tabletop RPG characters, which in this case we can see if that helps. What was the second?
It was a
roll?
13. It was a 13.
That is enough to be able to get you up onto this boulder. As you do so, Kyrian, you notice that there is an elf. There's no mistaking that this is clearly, especially in his attire and just his general features, that this is a high elf of Rivendell, and he stands up on top of this boulder. Valinith, what are you doing?
Valinith calls out to these 2 orcs and says, "Pick on someone your own size," and actually shoots an arrow at the orc that's closest to that Estel's attacking.
Okay.
Shoots
I
it
will
down
say
on
you
him.
can make it with advantage because he is currently distracted at the moment.
Okay. Okay, well, luckily I got my sweet bow of the last alliance as my first attack with it.
Is it? Oh.
Uh-huh. Okay. Advantage. Thank you for the advantage. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
And that will be 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. As Valinith unleashes his arrow, it strikes true, and this feels good. It feels natural. This is, as you had mentioned, this is the first time that you've used it against a creature, and it lands right into kind of like the crevice between his neck and shoulder, and so it's sticking out. So you said 6 points?
5 points.
5 points. Okay.
Just that
And
roll.
he strikes, and you can see gushes of black blood come out. He has not seemed to broken his concentration towards Estel, but he looks very hurt, especially in comparison to the other one. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, and I guess I'll look around and see what he's dealing with, I guess.
Perfect. I'm
As
gonna have
far
you make
as
a
what he can
perception
see.
check for me.
Okay. Perception. Something I'm good at, hopefully. 17.
17, you're able to see the entire battlefield in its entirety. You see Glorfindel and his situation over here. It looks dire, but based off of him taking that troll club to the side and not seeing much, it's good. You see that Estel is holding his ground pretty well as these 2 orcs are assaulting, but you do catch out of the corner of your eye a new person in, and you can see as his blade has run through the stomach of an orc to the side. I'm going to have you make a tradition check for me, Valinith.
Traditions.
Traditions.
Tradition. 5.
You have no idea where this person has come from, but based off of the looks of him and his attire, he looks to be a ranger of some kind. But this is the first time that you are able to catch a glimpse as you look northward of this armored figure. This man of It looks to be a soldier, not necessarily just a wanderer or anything, but like a militant soldier. Because of the distance, because of the orcs that are around him, he is currently being assaulted by 3 of them. You are unable to tell directly where he is from or who he is, but you can see that he is currently fighting off 3 orcs at the moment. Which brings us to Glorfindel. He is going to first take his sword as he looks back behind him. He is going to strike against the orc that is flanking him from the back. And that is going to be for a 16, which hits. He's going to deal a total of... By the way, he is not rolling well for some of these, so...
Glorfindel?
I can tell you, he's got a plus 12 to hit.
Whoa! My gosh.
Yeah, he's a crazy boy. Although he didn't do a ton of damage, but he is going to deal 9 points of slashing damage as he runs the orc. I know. He just runs the orc through. Basically right through the chest. He's able to draw his sword again, cuts through the armor as if butter, and he doesn't even find a weak link in the armor. He just drives it through the armor.
Nice.
And that is going, and he's going to do that, and he's going to go ahead and make another strike against the creature for a nat 20, which is maximum damage, which is 18. And he pulls his sword out and just decapitates the orc immediately as it falls to the ground. He looks back at the troll, and he goes ahead and he makes his 3rd attack against the troll. And that is going to be for a total of 28 to hit.
Oh my god.
Which hits. And that is going to be a 14 points of slashing damage.
Can he join our team after this?
Game on easy mode. Yeah, he goes ahead and he strikes. He's going to also spend his 2 legendary actions. So he gets 2 legendary actions each turn, and he's going to make 2 more attacks against the troll.
Oh my god. Each turn? No.
Each turn.
What a boss.
So he could do a few things with his legendary actions. He can parry. He could use a Light of the Blessed Realm, which is an ability that when Glorfindel resides the power to defy the servants of the enemy. When an enemy uses an ability that requires an action, he may use his reaction to negate the ability. So he can just be like, no. And then he can also make an attack with the Sword of the Eldar. So he's going to just do 2 attacks with the Sword of the Eldar. This hits for a 27. And that is going to be a total of 14 more points of damage. As he just, boom, makes 2 strikes at him. And then for his last attack against the creature, he is going to hit, maybe? For 17, yeah, he hits for 17. Just strikes one more time across the belly, across the gullet of the guy. That is going to be for a total of 15. You see him as he just unleashes this flurry of sword attacks. Just, boom! Chops the head of the orc off behind him, and then just makes 4 more attacks against this troll as it's just being assaulted, absolutely assaulted. But that brings us to this lieutenant guy. He's gonna go ahead and make his 2 attacks against Caelifir. He uses his sword for his first attack, and that is going to be a total of not enough 9. Second attack.
Way to go, plot armor.
That is gonna be.
What's the guy? 18 armor.
Yeah, and the second attack is going to be for 7, so it does not hit.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to the other orcs. And so they see that there's all kinds of stuff that is happening here. And so these orcs, this one is going to attempt to attack you. He has the
I'm
lower.
up on top.
Yeah, he has the lower ground. So he's gonna have
He's got the high ground.
Yeah, he's gonna have disadvantage on his attacks against
It's
you.
over, Anakin.
This orc is going to make his way 5, 10, 15
Yeah,
down
let's go.
towards you, Kyrian. And
How
this
did he notice?
Actually,
That
that's
was so
true.
stealthy.
You're being stealthy as heck. I'm gonna have you make another stealth check for me, Kyrian.
Nice. How stealthily did I stab this orc in the gut? Oh, almost a
Not
nat
so
20.
Oh,
But 15 with my added ability. Oh no, wait, that's a dex. 13.
You're right. He did not.
Oh wait, no, but I get advantage. LOL. I knew something was
That's
up.
okay. That was enough.
23.
He makes his way up,
oh.
and he's gonna go ahead and engage Caliphyr here, and this orc is going to do the same.
Oh my
Engage
gosh.
Caliphyr.
You got this, Caliph.
This orc.
These aren't goblins, are they? These are orcs.
No, these are orcs.
Oh!
This one is going to engage you, Valineth, in combat here, and then these two orcs, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These two orcs, however, have to make terror checks in order to actually initiate. The first one epically fails. He is afraid, so he actually cannot come in. And the second one fails as well.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, they see
Glorfindel.
Glorfindel, and they see that just absolutely going to town on
his
this
hair is
troll.
so yellow.
And they look to each other and they go, "Get out of here, elf lord!" And they just begin sprinting. So they're going to take the dash action. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Are they
10,
running
15,
completely?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So the two of them have just started booking it northward. Glorfindel, he calls out, "Don't leave any stragglers. They'll send word back to their master." And yeah, with that being the case,
Well, I mean, I don't know what you expect me to do, Glorfindel. Do you want to kill this troll and then go after him?
Yeah, get on it, Glorfindel. Come on.
with that being the case, that's going to bring us down to Estel. So Estel is going to make his attack against the orc that Valineth shot.
Why is he so slow?
He just rolled real bad for his. I think he got like a nat 2 or something. Yeah, for his, and his first attack is going to miss, but his second attack is a nat 20, which he follows suit from Glorfindel, and he just decapitates the orc, as it just arrow's still sticking out, but
Did the
is very dead.
orcs never really attacked, did they? That's fine. That's
Hey.
fine. Just good. No, gosh darn it.
No, thank you so much for keeping me honest. Yes, we're gonna have orcs. After this turn, we're just gonna make sure that this orc dies.
Unless
so-
Estel dies.
Yeah, we'll just allow all that to happen. But these orcs, so we're gonna do these 4 orcs here against Caliphyr. So they all have advantage because he is very surrounded.
Dang.
First one is going to hit for a 21, non-natural 20, and that is going to be a total of 9 points of
Shiznits.
slashing
No.
damage.
He's gonna
He's
die.
about to die before we
I
even meet him.
know.
Bruh. Too bad I was stealthy. My bad. I'm just over here trying to, do my thing.
All right, cool. And then this orc over here is gonna make his attack.
Come on, plot armor.
For 15, that does not hit.
Sick.
This one down here is going to make his attack, and again, these are all with advantage. So nat 20, so that's going to be a total of 9.
He's done for.
Another 9.
Is he dying
He
now?
is going to use his reaction.
Nice. Tough it out. You got
Caleb
this, Bree.
here!
Yeah, he's going to use his reaction to use his many foes ability. So if he has more than one character that is attacking him at the moment, he can use a reaction to increase his armor class by 3, which brings him exactly to a 21.
Oh, yeah.
So he will be able to block that nat 20.
What a guy. We should just call him Heathcliff.
Oh, man, but that's his. Actually, he can always use that, can't he? I think he can
This
always use
orc was about to hit him, and he was just like slowed time and was like,
Yeah, it's proficiency bonus. Okay, cool. And so he's gonna do that, and then this last orc is gonna go ahead and make his attack at Caleb.
Stop rolling well. Dude, stop it.
I did a 13, which is not gonna hit.
Thank God.
yeah, it's
Alright, see you today.
All right, this guy against Kyrian.
Tyrion. Let's go.
So just
I
a
bet
regular.
he's weak because I stabbed him through the gut.
He got a nat 20.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Stop it!
That is gonna be for a total of 9 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
As
This
he
is already
he just
situation.
he just cleaves you. As he knocks away the dagger, he with his other hand cleaves you with his sword. And then these two against you, Valinith. They're both a disadvantage, which was good because he got nat 20. But the other one's a natural 2, so that's not going to hit. The second one is going to be a natural 2, so that he doesn't hit either. These two against Estel. That's going to be an 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit, which definitely hits. Estel is going to receive 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, all right. He's still good.
He's back to where
Kinda.
he was before you healed him. And then the second orc is going to make his attack, and that's going to be a nat 20 for 9.
Oh, balls.
I am so sorry. I don't know what the frick is going on.
I get it.
Aragorn's gonna die! Aragorn's gonna die!
Estel, there's always hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
which
could
he-
always just say this wasn't really Aragorn, you know?
he decapitated that orc. So that's what he's gonna do this turn. Which brings us down to Calefir. So Calefir can make attacks now. He's gonna go ahead and use his bright blade attack, meaning he gets a +3 to his attack roll, and he is going to strike against the lieutenant. Let me roll on my character sheet here. So whatever this is, it's going to be a +3. So 19, so 23, 26 to hit. Definitely hits. And with his longsword, he's going to deal a total of... Nope, I got to roll here. Maximum damage, 10 points. As he strikes at the orc and slices a deep gouge into him. Yeah, and then that's gonna be back to Kyrian. So new round.
Let's go,
Get him,
buffs.
Kyrian.
All right, I'm gonna smack him with my broadsword. Please roll well. This is just normal now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. What the heck? 7, natural 1.
Yeah, that ain't gonna hit.
No.
Freaking A, bro. All right.
Do you have any other bonuses because of it's an orc?
It's already added.
Okay.
It's a +1 to hit.
It's okay. You got a second attack.
Yeah. All right. Bonus action. Offhand. Son of a. What the heck?
Yeah, that's
An
not,
8.
that's not gonna do it.
Oh my
It's okay.
gosh.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
You still have movement if you wanna move.
Yeah. Do freaking what? Gosh.
Be a distraction.
You can reposition yourself.
I guess. I don't know. Get an opportunity attack from him? That sounds
Well.
good. Oh my gosh.
I know. Our situation's impossible.
I
It's
tell
okay.
ya. Well, I was hoping to kill this mofo, but I guess I'll just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and hopefully he misses. I don't know.
All right, opportunity attack as you just run
He's gonna
past
get
him.
nat 20, obviously.
Don't do it, please.
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
No, it's a 4, natural 4.
Oh,
He's gonna miss you.
Oh, stop it.
I have on my character sheet though, so I have a like a 2 value, so I don't have to always keep rolling 2 dice every time I do, and so I always have 2 values that came out. For the advantage part of it, it did actually come up with a natural 20, so he did have advantage on you, but it was a 4, so
Oh man.
he misses you.
Yeah.
As you run by and you see this man, and as you get closer, Kyrian, you see that he is bleeding pretty profusely. Some of his armor has been cut away, some of the straps, and so it's kind of half hanging on him. He has this great shield and this longsword as he doesn't even seem to notice you come, but he's like all at once like taking on all the orcs as he's just like deflecting blows with his sword and shield, and you see that he slashes the lieutenant orc across the chest. He seems hyper focused at what he's doing, almost kind of like this battle rage as he's going in.
Well, that was useless, but that's my turn.
Stone
No, you're good.
Troll. Stone
You're
Troll's
good.
turn. He is going to make a wisdom saving throw against it. He got a natural 3. So he is going to start moving. And he's going to get a reactionary attack from Glorfindel.
Glorfindel, please just finish him.
End it.
That's going to be for a 30 to hit.
Oh my!
And that's going to be a total of 15 points of slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
It does not finish the troll off,
Boy, howdy.
but the troll just starts booking it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you can feel the ground shake as it just begins to run. Boom.
Is he looking pretty hurt, the troll?
He's limping, and he's bleeding profusely. Like all of the wounds he's just beginning to like bleed out, and he's kind of like hunched over as he's kind of just like hobbling away as fast as he can. But that's what he's gonna do. He's terrified. Go figure. Glorfindel, he looks at Estel and you, Valnith, and he calls out to you. Do you need my help?
I'll let Estel answer for himself.
Estel says, "No, my lord, go help the straggler, or not the straggler.
There we go.
Go
Go help the stranger.
go help the stranger." Yeah.
Valnith's like, "We
Estel's
got
not
this,
like
don't
on
worry."
death's door, but he's not looking good. He can't. He probably he can take one more crit, but like after that, he's probably not looking too good.
Alright.
What does Valnith say?
Valnith is just like, "Don't worry, Lord Glorfindel, we have this. Huzzah!"
Huzzah,
he's
indeed! As he goes,
As he's
5,
dancing, as blades are going at his feet.
He goes ahead and he moves his full distance to the retreating troll. He's going to go ahead and make his attacks against him. So he's got 3 attacks, which he's probably going to use all 5 of his attacks with his legendary action. So first attack is going to be a 30 to hit again. And that's going to be a total of 15 points of damage. Second attack is going to be a 24 to hit, which hits. And that's going to be a total of 15 points of damage. Keep rolling an 8 for his damage roll. And as he does so, the troll is retreating. He makes one cut across its back and then the other at its heels. And the troll falls down to his knees. And with one last stab, the troll dies. Perishes.
Finish him.
Oh my god.
Glorfindel looks up and around and he sees all of the orcs, and he sees a number of them are kind of gathered up and around here. And he takes his blade ready for battle as he's charging up northward, up in this direction. All right, that's Valinith, your turn. I accidentally skipped your turn, so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Valinith will see my boy down here and saying, Estel, remember your training. And what he's actually going to do is he's going to, if he attempts to jump down this way, will these guys get opportunity attacks?
Can't see your mouse.
Oh, sorry. Jump down this way. Will these guys get opportunity attacks? Will they be at disadvantage?
This is jumping down would actually be jumping up, so it's about like a 3-foot increase. They would get opportunity attacks, but they would be at disadvantage.
Okay, I mean, Valinith is trying to get to Estel, is what he's doing. So he's trying to move in.
So you could probably, because on 3 feet up, it's not really a jump. You could probably just climb up here, and then jump down, and go this way.
Okay,
but
he's
you would
gonna
get
do
2
that.
opportunity attacks.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Both at disadvantage. That's fine.
Yep,
Yeah.
both at disadvantage. So the first orc is going to be if it was advantage, it would be nat 20, but that's going to be a 7.
Nope.
The second one is going to make his attack, and same thing. You would have gotten a freaking nat 20, but that's going to be an 8. All the 20s
Sweet.
today is
Ludicrous.
Stop it. Just stop it. Okay,
No
Valinith
more.
is gonna drop down here, and then move 5, 10, and he's gonna say to Estel, "Estel, hold your ground, my boy," and he's gonna use another Hands of a Healer on him.
Okay.
Just blowing through all my utility for the entire adventure.
Come on, man. He's got plot armor.
Freaking Aragorn.
He'll be
what are you
fine.
doing? Anyways, let me roll this.
For those who don't know, Estel is 16 years old. He is a very, very young Aragorn. Nobody knows.
Except for me.
Except for outside a game. We all know.
No, as Valinith just knew he needed to.
Where's freaking
Save that
Narsil when you
guy.
need it?
I know it's broken.
Where's the flame of
It
the web?
it is broke.
I'm actually really curious on what like a stat block for Narsil would be. I'm sure it would be sick.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
18 points of damage Valinith heals from him.
Ooh.
That was a really good roll.
Dude, you're slowly descending into chaos and madness. Stop it.
That's insane. Oh my gosh. With that heal, that is
Oh,
going-
and Valinith has 5 more feet, so he's gonna.
So what are you doing to heal him?
He's supporting him from the back. Basically, he's jumping down behind him as he's facing off with this orc, and as he's going here, he kind of like flanks himself so he can see these 2 orcs, and whispers to him, "We're not out of the woods yet," and puts his hand on his rib, but it's like an open area, and he puts his hand on his rib, and just whispers the words, the elven words of healing, and just.
And there's a it starts off cold in your shoulder, and as it travels down your arm, it grows hotter and hotter and hotter, and you can feel like a small pulse as the wound itself begins to heal up. Estel immediately finds a reprieve from that. The real estate is free. But this orc, the lieutenant, he's going to go ahead and make his action against Kyrian. Or not Kyrian, Caliph here. Oh, man. I'm gonna probably do that a lot.
Come on, Caliph here.
That is going to be for a Toad, the hit roll with his...
For Gondor.
It's going to be exactly 18, so that's going to be his armor.
No, use your reaction.
Oh, did his reaction thing go away? Because...
Oh, no, it is the new turn. So he can use his reaction. So, yeah, he's going to go ahead and use his many foes and then increase that by +3. So, yeah, he goes ahead and he blocks it. The guy's going to make a second attack, the orc.
Go Heathcliff.
And that's going to hit him for 23.
Balls.
That's good. He blocked the first one. But it's for minimum damage. That's going to be 4 points of slashing.
Man.
It's okay though, because the next turn Glorfindel's gonna just destroy them all, so it's fine.
Hopefully.
We can
Get
press
this
him
one that I've basically killed, but somehow can't hit anymore.
It's all good. We'll do our best. Estel and I have got all these dudes down here.
Believe it or not, Caliphere's actually doing okay. He has all these people attacking him. If everybody hits him, he's probably done for. But
That's how I feel in Fire Emblem, man. I'm like, they're gonna dodge it, and then they don't, and then they die. And I'm like, well,
there's no restarting the level in this, though.
I know. How about a Divine Pulse? Just go back 2 turns.
Maybe you have your ring that you can summon an ancient hero from another timeline.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give you the
Bring back Feanor.
Now you got Glorfindel. He was already brought back for this reason, right?
That's true. He is our engage ring.
All right. Orcs. Orcs are doing things. So they're going to go ahead and this one is not very happy. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Limp at me, yo.
Yeah, really limping. It's just kind of like Grishnock, like
out.
trying to follow the hobbits into. It's very much like that into Mirkwood. These 2 orcs.
It's okay.
Go into Estel, and then
okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into Estel for flanking.
Okay, all right. I thought he was gonna go into Valinith, and it's just like, why? Why?
Estel decapitated his friend. All right, cool. And then we're going to move these guys. 5, 10, 15.
Don't they have to run away, or was that just that turn?
Well, they just have to get away from him, not necessarily flee the combat. So, like, they just have to move as far as they can away. And breaking line of sight is a good way to do that. So, they're going to do that. And as the orc comes in, he whispers, "Lieutenant, the Elf Lord, he's coming!" And then the orc captain, actually, you can all hear this as he says in common speech, "Slow him down! Let no one escape."
Good.
And these orcs are going to like look afraid. They're gonna have to pass terror checks. This one does
There's
actually.
a whip.
Wow.
There is a way.
He's the Lord of the Lash.
Oh boy.
We don't want to go to war today. But the Lord of the Lash says nay, nay, nay.
And this orc, he is going to use his bonus action to equip a spear, and he's going to hurl it at Glorfindel. He passed as well, his terror. So,
Wow.
he felt a little inspired by the orc being like, all right, to hit. It's not gonna be enough. The spear, he just deflects it with his sword, just boom, flops away. And Glorfindel, he kind of like smirks.
Like a freaking Eriador, just deflecting that knife midair.
Yeah, really, really. All right, we're doing attacks now. So 1,
Great.
2, 3, 4 against Caliphere. So they're all with advantage. That
okay,
is
though.
going to be a 16, which is not enough.
Woo!
Second one here.
Come on, baby.
Natural 1. Oh,
Great.
that's not a natural 1. That's an 11.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Because it was at advantage. It would have been that for disadvantage, but it's at advantage. This one is going to nat 20.
Oh,
so that's gonna
stop
be
it!
max damage. So that's gonna be 9 points.
Caleb here, you're gonna die.
Last orc is nat 20.
Stop it!
I'm so sorry. I can't control it.
Your character's gonna die.
Come on, you're the DM. Plot armor.
Oh.
How's he doing?
As with those 2 strikes, he's brought down to 2 hit points.
Oh!
Oh, shiznits.
Caleb here, as he's
Glorfindel, you gotta get in here, bro.
he is bleeding
Because
profusely.
if he dies, I'm dead. I'm screwed. I've had 2 turns, and he's about to die.
This orc is going to attack you, Kyrian. That is going to be for a 13. Does that hit?
Ha, misses.
All right. And now these orcs down. Oh, this orc here against Glorfindel. 14 does not hit. This guy against Estel.
Come on, Estel.
Because he is technically flanked. It's going to be at
Ron's
advantage.
gonna come help us at any point here. Like, my goodness.
That's going to be a 12, which just hits.
Where's Gandalf?
And that's going to be for a total of 7 points of slashing damage.
It is a good.
Thank goodness
thing.
you are freaking healing him, because
I mean, I'm literally using all of my heals for my adventure on this guy. This sucks. This is the worst way to start an adventure. Stop rolling good, DM.
then this
Stop it.
This orc is going to make his attack with advantage, which is going to hit for an 18, and that's going to be
Still, please.
9 points of cutting damage.
I can't keep up with this healing. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't know what to tell you. All right, and then the last one is making his attack against Estel with advantage. That's going to be an 18 as well.
Who can say
That's going to be 7 points. 7 points of slashing
where
damage.
the road goes?
He is down to 6 points, 6 hit points.
I can't attack. I can't help. I have to keep this dude alive.
Well, it is Estel's turn. After getting
Estel!
hit so many times, he's gonna go ahead and attack this one, the second weakest
Nice.
of the bunch. So he's gonna go ahead and make it his attack, and that is going to be for a 16, which will hit. And he's gonna deal two-handed a total of 10 points of slashing damage. And he's going to make his second attack against the same orc. That's going to be for a 17 to hit. And he is going to deal 11 points of slashing damage. And he runs the orc through, and the orc falls over dead.
Thank goodness.
Well, not that one.
Guys, you need to come help us up here.
We're trying. We are trying.
Oh my gosh.
I want to attack so badly.
It's Calefir's turn. It's Calefir's
Oh,
turn.
boy.
He is going to make
Calefir.
his attack against this is this big guy.
He's got advantage on this dude.
He does have advantage on this guy, and he gets a nat 20 for a total of a 10. 10 points of slashing damage. He's thick. He doesn't hit super hard, but he's thick. All right. And he's done.
Wait,
his
which
shit.
dude did he attack?
The main lieutenant
That guy.
orc. Because he's got advantage against him, so he's gonna just do his thing.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to the top of the turn, Kyrian,
All right.
where there's a whip.
Oh man. Okay, I just gotta believe that I can actually hit this mofo behind me.
Yep.
So let's go for it. Come on, please. 17.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, thank goodness. That'll be, suck it, 13 points.
That is exactly what you need to kill him. How do you want to kill him?
Jerk face. I'm just gonna decapitate that mofo.
Lots of heads. Lots
Look,
of
Yeah.
it's a rolling.
That's right. That's how us Dunedain do it, you know? All right.
Whether it's Lurtz or other characters, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's-
It's just the way. This is the way.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
All right. So now I'm gonna attack this dude that's attacking Calefir.
Okay.
And I have advantage, right? Because I'm flanking him.
You do.
All
Get
right.
him.
So
Got
my offhand weapon, 23 to hit.
Oh yeah. That's gonna do it.
And then that'll be 8 points of
Ooh, dagger damage. Yeah, you just right in his neck, just. And he's you have officially pulled the attention from this orc off of him to you.
Beautiful. Will it matter? No, because they're gonna kill him, and all of them are gonna turn to me, and I'll be screwed.
Valinith, it is your turn.
Fine.
So when did Valinith saw Caliphyr up top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Valinith's gonna call out as loud as he can. Hopefully Lord Glorfindel can hear, and he's gonna call out, Glorfindel, don't worry about us! There's a man on death's door! Keep going forward! And Valinith is going to engage this guy in combat technically.
Okay.
And then with his action, he's gonna use another Hands on the Healer on Estel.
Bruh.
I know. I'm not happy about it either.
Estel's sitting pretty at 6 hit points. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. It's 14
Woo!
healing.
All right. He's feeling better now. He's back to where you healed him the first time. He's got 20 hit points, so he's feeling a little healthier. All right, now your turn.
With my bonus action, can I attempt to grapple this guy?
Yeah, make an
Is that the
athletics
thing I
check
can
for
do?
me.
Yeah, I just gotta grab him.
It's a 12.
Okay. Athletics, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Athletic, though. Come on, please roll 3.
He evades your grapple.
So bad.
All right,
So bad.
Glorfindel, he hears you, and he immediately, he's going to move 5 feet up this way. And with that, he is going to make an attack against this orky boy. Yeah, with his sword. And he's going to hit for 22. And that is going to be a total of 14 points of damage. And he's going to make a second attack against it. And that's going to be nat 20, which he immediately slashes him and just cleaves him, not completely open, but cleaves him down. It's a dead orc. He's going to move 5, 10. He's going to make an attack against this orc. And he is going to definitely hit for more than 20. What is that? 27. And that is going to be a total of 16 points of damage.
I like it.
I'm so anxious right now.
I know, me too. This is...
I might have made this a little too difficult. That's okay, though.
There's so many orcs. I literally was seeing this. I'm like, really? That's how many we have to fight?
And there he is going to hit his 4th strike. So he's going to use a legendary action for a 4th strike. He's going to hit it for 16. And that is going to be enough to dispatch this orc. 12 points.
It's literally Glorfindel doing everything. It's destroying everyone.
And he's going to do this, and then he's going to use, because he has Protector of Imladris, a lair action.
Yeah.
He is... So if Glorfindel is within sight of Rivendell, he may heal 10 hit points as a lair action to an ally creature within 10 feet. No, he's not within 10 feet. He's going to use his legendary action to sprint. He's going to squeak his way in here. And then he'll use his lair action.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we have the freaking hero of legend in this battle, because we would have just died.
Also, I thought Glorfindel died from a Balrog.
He did. And then he gets brought back. Like to life.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's like a whole Gandalf situation.
Sick.
Yeah, he gets brought back because his task is not yet done. So,
Of course.
Apparently, thank God.
yeah, he's made his way in though, and as he does so I'm gonna have Kyrian and Caliphyr, both of you are gonna make wisdom saving throws for me.
Oh, shiznits. All right.
Don't get in that one like I did.
Hold up.
Caliphyr
Does
did.
this? Oh, hold on. I gotta read my feature here.
This entire.
Am I gonna be afraid of this freaking elf?
You're gonna be inspired.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Nothing bad happened to me when I got in that one. It's just like, wow, he's impressive.
14.
You gain 1 inspiration.
Oh,
Nice. So inspired.
Caliphyr doesn't, but Glorfindel, he makes his way in and he begins to speak in the Sindarin tongue, which all of you can understand. He says, "By the light of grace, heal this man," and he gets healed. As he looks in, you hear Caliphyr say, "What is this magic? Thank you," as he goes in for another strike. But it's going to be the lieutenant. He's going to have to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
As
Suck it, Lieutenant.
freaking. Oh, that's my character sheet. That's not okay. Well, he gets a natural 19. So he's good. All of these orcs are going to have to do it. So he is going to turn around and face Glorfindel. And as he does so, Caliphyr calls out, "No, you're mine!" As he turns back to fight Caliphyr.
very, very prideful. I get it.
He gets a 15 to hit, which does not hit the armor. And
Sweet.
he's going to go ahead and make a secondary attack. And that is going to be a 3 plus. Yeah, that's not going to hit. All right. That's going to be the Lord of the Lash. That's what he's going to do.
It says nay, nay, nay.
But the orc is going to go ahead with his bonus action, and he is going to call out Commanding Voice. So he's going to inspire his allies.
Balls.
All basically orcs within or ally creatures within a 15-foot radius can make 1 attack. And so this one is attacking you. All of these 3 are attacking him. This orc is going to attack Glorfindel. So we'll start with Glorfindel.
Don't they all have to make wisdom save throws?
Well, they're in a dire state. It's just kind of like an immediate action, like attack if you can, essentially.
Yeah.
But he gets a nat 1, so he is terrified. He's like,
Yeah,
He's the one who already ran from Glorfindel.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yep. All right, these 3 we're gonna go ahead and do these 3 against Caliphyr. First attack is going to be a 8, which doesn't hit. This one is going to make his attack, which is going to be a 14, which doesn't hit.
Come on,
This
buddy.
one is going to make his attack, which is going to be a 19, which does hit. But Caliphyr is going to spend his reaction and do many foes, which means it doesn't hit. And then this one is going to make his attack against
You're good.
you,
You're
Kyrian.
good.
Come on, that one. Come on, that one.
Natural
Please.
3, which is not going to hit.
Thank God.
Are
Oh,
you
man.
wounded? How are you doing?
No, I'm like I got 2/3 hit points.
Okay, all right. That's
just-
how Valineth is.
I'm afraid.
Just in case Glorfindel dies, they're all
Yeah.
gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I don't think Glorfindel's taken any points of damage yet.
Oh, good. All right.
I'll tell you this. Glorfindel, he's right now sitting at 171 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
Should we just retreat? Everyone just
Everyone retreat. Glorfindel's got this. No, I can't. I have to fulfill my oath.
Yeah, he's
Well.
duty bound. All right. All right, so that's going to happen. The orcs, okay, they're going to all make their terror checks. So essentially this orc and this orc have to make terror checks just in general by being within 5 feet of Glorfindel.
Wait, doesn't that one already hasn't he already lost?
Yeah, but he
The first
re-rolls it every turn
Oh.
because that's how fear works. It's like you re-roll it every turn. So he passes it, so he's gonna stay.
Oh man.
This
We
one
got that
down
done.
here. Critically fails it. He is going to
Jesus, man.
just start retreating. Caliphyr does not have any reactions or anything like no, he doesn't have any
Use it.
reactions. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start retreating this way.
Did Glorfindel get a reaction? Slapping him?
Oh, Glorfindel used all of his stuff
Oh, okay.
just to
Yeah,
get
How
there.
about me?
If you want to use, you used attack and bonus action.
Yeah, but he went into my
yeah, you can have a
range.
reaction.
Get him.
nice.
Get him.
Smack him. Going for the Achilles again. Nice broadsword. Oh balls.
Finally getting in. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Finally get into these guys that have not been wounded. So that's fun.
It's freaking. Why can't I hit anything?
It's
Like,
okay.
why am I rolling so poop all of a sudden?
It happens. It
Oh my
happens.
gosh.
We're all of our luck's being
Even with all
absorbed
your
by the War
bonuses.
Master. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just like, give
Oh
it to
my
me.
gosh.
Just eating it all up. All right, cool. And then with that, so that's gonna be orcs.
How's it feel
Estel.
just playing? How's it feel just playing with yourself all day, while we're just kind of here, you know?
It's a lot. Estel's going to make his attacks. First attack against the orc that's directly in front of him.
Wait, those orcs didn't attack.
It's not their turn yet to attack. That was
Yeah, it is
the
their- it is their
commanding
turn.
action.
It is. No. It's their
Oh,
turn.
it's their turn now. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
because he already made his attack on a natural one. These ones are going to make an attack against Caliph here. First one on the top is technically he's flanked, so that's advantage. That's going to be a 18 to hit.
A
Just
snake?
hits. Yeah.
Wait, but he used his reaction to go up to 21.
That was on the
Really?
previous attack. That was a previous attack.
Oh, is
it's
that
only for one
just-
attack.
It's
that
just for
one
one
attack?
attack. Yeah, it's for one attack. Yeah, it's like
I
a
thought it was
reaction to be like,
thing.
"Pwah."
I
Yeah,
see.
it's not that cool. If he could just like every turn consistently as a reaction get like a
Sounds
21
insane.
armor class, it'd be too good.
Sick.
Too good. He wouldn't be hittable.
See,
Um,
here's my deal. Why wasn't Glorfindel using his layer action on Estel the whole time he was down there, chilling?
Because the lore master forgot about it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's right.
Now Valna's having to blow all of his spells.
And now he's gonna go crazy with Shadow or whatever.
That doesn't happen to me. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, I
because
thought that was
it's
your whole thing. Is like if you heal, you like get points of like Shadow.
No.
no, not for Valineth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Valnath's
anyways,
sick.
that's gonna be a as far as damage goes, 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Which was good
He was
because he
healed.
would have fallen unconscious.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He's at 6 hit points remaining. Second orc. It's a 14. Does not
yeah,
hit.
That's right. That's right.
All right, third orc. He's going to make his attack against you, Kyrian.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
And that's going to be
Do your worst.
it's going to be a 12 to hit.
Ha! Miss.
All right, and these orcs down here. So this one against Estel. It's gonna be 21 to hit, and then he only has 12 AC, but I'm rolling really high. That is going to be a.
I think you're reading his AC backwards. He has a 21 AC.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It still would have
okay.
hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Dang
7
it.
points. It's gonna be 7 points of.
What's he doing right now? How's he sitting?
He is sitting at 13 hit points.
He's sitting ugly right now. He's not gonna die this round.
The second one is sick to death of you healing him, so he's gonna make an attack against you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I've
He's
been
like,
wanting the whole
This
time.
gross elvish healing.
You make me sick. He goes ahead and makes his attack against you,
Okay.
and that is going to be for a 11.
No, it doesn't hit.
Hey, nice. It was like dagger.
All right, Estel's turn. Estel is going to
Yeah,
attack the one that's attacking him, so he
Makes
is
sense.
going to roll his for 16, which just hits. These orcs are very heavily armored. They're thick. They're chunky. And that's going to be for a total of 12 hit points, 12 damage. And then his second attack against him, which is going to be 21 to hit. And that's going to be
Get him,
for
Estel.
7 hit points, which he gets rid of this orc.
Beautiful.
That's Estel's turn. Estel has literally stood in one place this entire time outside of getting flung by a troll.
Yeah.
Um,
And you know what? He's dispatched like 3 of these guys, so you're
It's
doing
pretty good.
great.
Hey, it's
For a
We're
16-year-old
all-
Dunedain, I've only done away with 1, so
True.
I've done away with 0 because I've just
mean, it's
been
not a head
healing
start,
the entire time.
Yeah, that's true. You had a delayed start, that's for sure.
yeah.
With that, that's gonna bring us to Calafir. Calafir is focused.
Go
He is
Calafir.
bleeding. He's not looking too good. He's going to spend his action and make an attack against Big Chungus.
Yeah.
He gets a +3 to hit from his roll. So,
Come on, Nat 20. Now's the time.
oh, I got an 18 for 22. 22 plus 25, so he's hitting. And that's gonna be for a max damage again. So it's gonna be just 10. So he keeps getting crit damage.
That's what I like to hear.
So that's good. So that's gonna be bringing him down. He's taking 30 points of damage to this orc lieutenant as he's soaking damage like a
boss.
sponge. All right, well that brings us to Kyrian. So this is the top of the turn, top of the combat.
Get him.
round.
Man. All right.
Get him.
Top of the morning to you. He's gonna try to take down this freaking orc.
Advantage.
Heck yeah. Come on, Nat 20. How? I rolled 2 19s. Come on.
That's
25.
okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You
All
hit.
right. It's gonna be a whopping 11 points,
Woo.
and then I'm gonna strike true with my Gwathrin Faradir.
Is that your dagger? Is that the name of the dagger?
Yeah,
I like
Nat-
Dane's
Whoa.
face. Dane's just like,
Bruh. Means Shadow Hunter.
what was it to hit?
It's cooler in English. 20s, Nat 20
Oh yeah.
or 20.
Oh, let's go.
So,
Max damage.
so 9 points.
All right. You
guy's
stab
dead
him.
yet?
You take your sword and you slash him as he's turning around. He misses his attacks. You slash him across his shoulder. And you take your knife and you run it through his chest. He's like, and he looks like beat up and exhausted. He is on death's door. But
my
he's
gosh.
not quite dead.
Come on.
Which
I
goes
thought these
down
guys had
to
26.
Valinith.
Dang it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think.
They do
Valinith
have 26,
doesn't
by
see
the way.
anything. So
did,
there's-
did I
there's-
miscalculate?
The first time I hit him, I did 8 last round.
Took damage away from the wrong guy. Whoops.
Nice.
I accidentally took it from this guy.
Sweet.
All right. Let me
okay.
heal that guy back up. Give me 1 second.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah!
Sorry.
I did it.
Yeah, if you guys notice like things like that, just like let me know. Like, wait a second, because I'm like controlling like 14 of these orcs, and so
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I was like, I could have sworn, because Yeah.
So this orc doesn't know what's going on over here, right? Because there's a big old boulder here.
Yes, yeah, it's basically just him versus the two of you.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Seeing this guy. Oh, hold on, sorry. Seeing this guy. I'm gonna use my movement. Bam, bam. Hey, gents.
You stand right next to Glorfindel, and you feel absolutely inspired. So actually, Kyrian, I'm going to have you make a traditions check for me.
Oh boy.
How turntables have turned.
Oh, what the?
All it takes is just a couple orcs down, and now you're no longer outnumbered.
All right,
You've
there we
basically
go.
got the Light Lord Sauron with you.
Traditions.
Traditions.
12.
12. You can only imagine. You've seen a few high elves in your day, but you haven't seen someone quite so awe-inspiring yet terrifying at the same time. If you were to guess, this would be Glorfindel, Lord Glorfindel of Imladris. You've never encountered him before in your journeys or on the road or anything. From what you know, he is kept relatively reclusive to the Valley of Rivendell, as his honor. It is basically his duty and honor to protect the Hidden Valley. So he doesn't go off really on like scouting missions or much things like that. Basically, he is here to make sure no evil comes into Rivendell.
Nobody's stealing that secret recipe.
Nope.
Not on his watch.
His hair is as white as ranch dressing. But with that, you definitely feel inspired while you are standing next to him, almost as if you're in the presence of a hero, which you are. So, Calefir, you don't feel quite the same about. He looks very hurt.
Yeah, I have pity on him.
Valinith, it is your turn.
So Valinith looks at Estel, and he's just like, "Oh, how the turntables have turned, haven't they?" And he kind of jimmies around this way,
Jimmy.
within reach, and he's just like,
Jimothy.
he just stabs him with his dagger in the neck. Do I get advantage?
Yeah,
Because
he's
flanked.
Justice.
he is flanked.
Huzzah!
Finally, I can attack.
22 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. That'll hit.
Nice.
Yeah, I think this is the
Right
first
in the
damage I've ever done
jugular.
with my dagger. Yeah, nice. 6 points of stabbing damage.
Yeah, you just
Nice.
like right,
That
kind of
max
like in the
damage?
shoulder area.
That's max damage for my dagger, yeah.
Sick.
And
I
you
rolled a
just
4.
it feels good. You're just like, oh, finally. You just like prison shank him.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Thank you for the raid.
What is
Appreciate
it you
Brit.
desire?
Awesome. And so that's gonna be. Do you have anything else you want to do, Valinith?
I mean, I don't have anything else I can do aside from
Alright.
Aspire the Huzzahs at Estel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Huzzah. You hear huzzah indeed as Estel's gonna attempt to make his move, but it is Glorfindel's turn.
Get it.
Glorfindel, he looks at Calefir. So from last turn, if you remember, the attention was being drawn to Glorfindel. But you see that Calefir has brought the attention of the lieutenant back. And Glorfindel, he looks, just kind of like looks on Calefir. Make an insight check for me, Kyrian.
Oh boy. I'm so insightful. Nice. 17.
17. You hint an air of annoyance in Glorfindel, but he looks basically at Calefir and looks at the orcs that are in front of him, and he raises his blade towards this specific orc, not the commander. And he looks to you, and almost like wordlessly, he mouths to you, Kyrian. He says, "Save him." As he just goes ahead and he starts unleashing fury upon these orcs. So first attack, just a 16, and that's with a roll of a natural 4.
What a loser.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be a total of 8 points of slashing damage to this orky boy. So he's going to make his second attack. Second attack. That's going to be a 27 to hit. That's going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
I think he's literally killed 90% of the dudes,
And
including the
then-
big boy.
And then his third attack, he is going to make against it. This guy has taken all 3 attacks, and that's going to be a 24 to hit for a total of death.
Yeah. My
Dispatches
favorite
this orc.
total.
Total of death. And he's going to make his way 5, 10. And he is going to use his legendary action to make an attack against this orc up top here.
Yeah.
And with
Does
a
he
nat
wait? He gets 2 legendary actions a turn.
a turn.
Turn.
Oh my gosh! I'm
Yep.
glad we don't have to fight this guy.
Yeah.
We
can
would
just
die. He's got
breathe.
100.
I'm glad
78
you want to. If you put all of your party members together, including
my
the
gosh.
adventures of the Wilderland adventure, I don't think you would stand a chance. There's no.
He
way.
would barely make a dent.
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't been wounded at all, and that's by
He
trolls.
would kill me in 1 turn.
He would just he would just focus one by one you down and just be like,
His plus to hit is my AC. So.
we have a 12 AC.
Oh, okay. Sorry. His plus to hit is two less than my
So
AC.
the only chance he wouldn't hit you is on a natural 1.
Or a 2.
Well, 2 would be 14.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
So
you're
yes.
natural.
And a nat 1, I think, automatically misses anyway. So.
Yep. So you're right. All right, this guy is going. So he's gonna go ahead against that orc, and he got a 28 to hit, and that is going to be 14 points of
Right.
slashing damage.
Also, like, what is this lad doing?
Yeah, he's just
He
chilling.
was running. Remember, he ran last
Oh,
turn.
yeah. I
Yeah.
tried to hit him and I missed.
Yeah, he was terrified. All right, so that's
He was real
Glorfindel.
terrified in a second.
Next is going to be the lieutenant. Lieutenant, he has to make a terror check. He passes.
Where's it gonna go if he's terrified?
The lieutenant's surrounded. Lieutenant,
yeah,
damn!
basically, he runs and then everyone gets opportunity attacks on him.
That'd be sick.
Anyway, so he passes his check, and he is going to use his commanding voice again to all of these orcs. So this orc
Son of a
is going
gun.
to make an attack against Glorfindel
Skip touch him.
with a nat 20.
Hey!
First to blood.
Hits. He
First to
hits.
blood. That's 9 points of damage halved because of his mithril.
Oh my god!
Sick.
Stop getting nat 20s. By the way, just as
No,
long
get
as
him against Glorfindel. Use them all on him.
Yep.
They're doing 4 damage on a nat 20 against him.
Can we all get mithril after this battle as a
be
token of
nice.
appreciation?
This orc just barely scratches him, and Glorfindel looks at him, and this like just sheer hatred in his eyes towards this orc. It's very.
Now he's gonna
evident.
need a tetanus shot. Come on.
He's
That's
slipped up.
true. That's true. Thank goodness he has Elrond.
They probably hit those blades on rain barrels.
Yep.
On the
And tap him on the curb.
Got them
Yeah.
all rusty.
All right, so that orc's gonna make his attack. This orc is making his attack against Caliphyr.
Oh man, this is
For a
it.
natural
Down
3, which is not gonna hit. This orc here is making his attack against Caliphyr for a 19, which will hit. So he's going to go ahead and use his bonus action for many foes or reaction and increase that to 21. And yeah, that's going to be that guy. And so he'll make his 2 attacks against Caliphyr.
Not against this sexy boy over here.
He'll maybe do... Yeah, he's been challenged by Caliphyr. Caliphyr has literally called him out, so he is going to do his thing. That is going to be 16 to not hit for his first attack, and his second attack is going to be a 18 to hit.
Darn it.
He's done. Done like
maybe.
China.
He's doing okay.
That is going to be a total of 5 points of...
Oh,
slashing
my God.
damage.
How much HP does he have left?
1.
Oh! Oh my god!
As he just strikes Caliphyr, and he gets hit, and he's just like, Caliphyr goes down to his knee, and he's basically holding himself up by his great shield as he looks with sword in hand. Is like, if it is my lord's will that I shall die like this, I shall die heroically. As he is going to attempt to make a strike, but it is now the orcs' turn. They're all going to have to make terror attack checks. So this first one,
Please run. Please run.
he passes.
Gosh
this
darn
one
it.
here,
He's gonna run. He's gonna run. There's nowhere to run though.
he's running, so he
Yeah, that's great.
he can move 5 feet back.
Yeah.
Glorfin does go like.
I'll attack that guy, Caliphyr.
Cool.
Oh wait, he used his reaction. Never mind.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Then, so that's going to be those orcs. This guy is going to make his attack against Caliphyr,
Son of a gun.
and that's going to be
Come
for a 16, which will not
Oh,
hit.
Yeah.
Woo-wee!
This orc cannot willingly move closer at the
That's
moment. Actually, he has to repeat his wisdom save.
Oh man.
Please go attack Kyrian.
He
Hey,
fails it epically, so he
Yeah.
is
Not
5,
bad.
10,
No!
15, 20, 25, 30. He's
Yeah,
unable
here we
to
go.
make it into the combat, but
No.
he's run this way.
out of the frying pan and into the fire.
As King
That
LSR is there, sword brandished. No. All right, I think that's all. Oh no, this
the
guy's
one
got to
orc.
make his
The orc
this guy's
guy.
got to make his attack against Glorfindel. So
And then this guy down here.
oh yeah, no, that guy. So that's gonna be a not enough. This guy is gonna make his attack. So he was attacking
Valineth.
Valineth, so
Yeah.
he'll just continue to do so. And that is gonna be for 19 to hit,
That does hit.
and you are going to receive 4 points of slashing damage.
A nice fruit basket.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good. It's good. He'll willingly take it. He'll willingly take it.
Okay, now it's Estel's turn, and Estel is going to make attacks against this guy at advantage because you are flanking, and that is going to be for a total of 20, non-natural,
Come on. Heads will roll.
and that is going to be 10 points of slashing damage to said orky boy. He's not looking good. He'll make his second attack against the same orc.
With advantage.
With advantage, and that is going to be exactly 16, what he needs. And that is going to be for 5 points of damage, which is enough to dispatch said orky boy. And he strikes down this orc. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I'm done for.
Estel accidentally trips
Stabs
and
through the
runs
orc.
through Valineth. All right, so there's that. Estel, and he is going to look back to you, Valineth. He says, "How are you doing, Valineth?"
Never better, my boy. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Keep your wits about you.
Not yet, not yet. He turns around. He
There's
sees
a
this
guy
orc
10
coming.
feet away from
He
you.
sees this orc coming, and he charges into the orc for battle. Which brings us finally to Caliphyr. So Caliphyr is continuing to
Finish
fight down this guy.
Come on, hit another 10 points of damage. Do it.
Yeah. So long sword attack. That's gonna be for a 25 again.
Nice.
Let's go.
for a total of only 4 points of slashing
So,
damage.
hey, better than 0.
That's true. He hit and he strikes. He is kneeling. He is not feeling good. He needs some Gatorade, which brings us to the top of the round.
Get him.
I forgot to use healing that turn with Glorfindel.
Of course you did.
Of course
you did.
I'm sorry. He has so many actions. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's a lair action he can use.
Every turn?
Every turn, as long as
Oh
he's
my
within sight of
God.
Rivendell or like the region. So
The Hidden Valley.
the Hidden Valley. Yep.
He uses his range.
As long,
wrestling.
yeah, he just like squirts a little bit in your direction.
Sustenance.
It goes onto the wound, and it just you see some smoking, and then you remove it, and it just completely heals.
Nice.
That's secret sauce the enemies have.
Wow.
All right. Well, Kyrian, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna yell in this orc's face. Who do you work for?
Make an intimidation check for me.
I like
Right.
it. I like it. This freaky cat.
Slap him.
It.
Who do you work for?
Just 11.
11. All right. He looks to you and he spits to the ground and says, "You're gonna have to kill me first."
With pleasure.
All right.
And yeah, I'll smack him. I got advantage, right?
You do have advantage. He is very flanked.
That's
He's got
right.
double advantage.
You punk. 23
That'll hit.
for 7 points.
All right.
He's still up.
He's still up.
All right, I'll go in with the dagger. Come on, baby. Go for the kill. Go for the jugular. 16.
16 does not hit.
Oh!
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
Chunk.
You
Balls.
smack him at it as he gains full attention. You have my attention. As you go in for the dagger, he basically takes his sword and he parries it away and he goes "Rah!" as he just like shrieks in your face. He's bleeding very profusely. He is very
Does he
close
smell
to
like
death.
blue cheese? Is that their secret sauce?
No, he smells like a different kind of cheese.
Ugh. Ugh.
Moldy.
Ugh.
All right. With that, that is your turn. So Valinith.
Valinith is gonna get back up on top of that rock
All right, make an acrobatics
that he
check
was
for
on.
me.
Oh man, I forgot about that. Gosh darn it. All right, he's gonna try to make his way back on top of that rock, please. It's a 4.
That's right.
You climb up and you slip and you fall. I'm gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Constitution.
Someone skipped leg day.
Constitution.
It's a 3.
Oh, yeah.
You receive 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall and you hit your head on the rock.
Oh.
You can spend half, you fall in prone. You can spend the last of your movement to stand up.
Oh yeah, he'll do that, and he'll attempt to make a shot at the dude.
I can imagine heroically going up and he just his foot just falls forward. It's like, oh.
All right, okay. Well, that didn't go as
Make a
I
perception
planned.
check.
A perception?
Perception check.
I'm good at those, maybe. It's
We'll
so
say you
bad
slipped on a
today.
dead orc head.
It's an 11.
It's okay.
Not
Estel
great.
didn't see.
Okay, all right. Okay. Valinith is going to attempt to shoot the
All right.
orc from the side with his bow. Let's see. So
The heads were
No,
rolling and
not
you
as
slipped
good.
on one.
yeah, I guess or something. He's just
Kicked
feeling.
it,
It's been
broke its bow.
it's been a while since he's had actual combat. So actions, bow, the last lines. All right, come on, hit.
That's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
You miss.
14.
It tinks off the armor.
That was a beautiful turn, brother.
It is now Glorfindel's turn. He is going to unleash fury. First, he's going to use his lair action.
Yeah.
10 points to Caliph here.
Take the sauce.
Oh.
So Caliphere's back up at 11, so that's good. Next, he's going to, just start making attacks. So first attack against Orky Boy. Hits for an 18, and he is going to deal a total of 15 points of slashing damage. Okay. Second
I like
attack
it.
against Orky Boy
This guy's
is
thick.
going to be no, he's attacking this one. He's not attacking the lieutenant.
Oh.
Yeah, he's attacking just the very healthy normal orc who was afraid. That is going to be a 30 to hit.
The healthy normal orc who was afraid.
Who is no longer healthy and is very dead.
Nice.
Cuts down the orc.
What?
I didn't even see that guy. Where did that guy come from?
He was the running
ran
guy. He was one
away.
of the running
Oh.
guys.
Gotcha.
Glorfindel is going
the
to
healthy orc who ran away.
move around here and attack this guy who is cowering in a corner. No! No! Ah! Is he just going to go ahead and mercilessly make his attacks, and that's going to be for a 19 to hit.
Right.
And that's going to be a total of 18 points of slashing damage.
Oh, man.
And he's going to now use a legendary action to make an attack.
Don't forget the layer action.
He already used it. Yep.
Oh, did he? Okay, good.
And that's going to be a total of 22 to hit. And is it enough? It is enough. 9 points of damage to dispatch this orc.
Sick.
And he is going to save his last action, last legendary action.
Nice.
Because we're going into Commander's turn, and he is going to, he's like, Maggot, attack the Elf Lord. I've got this one. So he's going to use his commanding voice, which Glorfindel is going to spend his legendary action using the Light of the Blessed Realm and literally cancel out the ability.
Shh, don't talk. You're injured.
He's going to do that, and then he's going to make his 2 attacks against Caliph here. So first attack is going to be 16, which doesn't hit. Second attack is going to be a natural 1. That's like my first natural 1. Yeah, he just like
Take that.
pinks
The
off.
other side of the dice. How does it feel?
Glorfindel's basically just like propped himself up against the wall watching the fight. I'm just kidding. The orc has to make... No, he doesn't have a terror check to make because he's not within 5 feet, but he's going to make his attack against Caliph here.
He's healthier, though.
Yeah, he is healthier, but he ended up getting, with flanking, 22 to hit. And that's going to be a total of 5 points of slashing damage.
It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, is this the orc?
The orc, yeah.
Two,
And then this orc is going to attack Estel.
Yeah, it is.
Get him, Estel.
For 11
hit.
11 to knock.
Whoa! Missed!
Yeah, he freaking missed. Estel dodges.
Valineth,
Estel's
I
breathing
feel like
heavily.
you're just like a Pokemon trainer right now.
Go, Estel! Use dodge!
You used a potion on Estel.
All right, which brings us down to Estel, who's going to go ahead and make his attack. Use longsword attack. And that is going to be for 16 to hit, and that's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Pretty good. This guy's healthy, though, right?
Kind of, not anymore. Second attack is going to be a 16 again to hit, and that is going to be a total of 5 points of slashing damage.
Got like that. Good job, Estel. I taught you well.
He looks back to you and he nods. Which finally that brings us down to Caliph, who is again knee on the ground, held up by a shield. He's gonna attempt to strike, and he says he's gonna shout. The first time you hear any symbol of where he comes, he goes "For Gondor!" as he slashes forward towards
Gondorian.
Wait, are we having a flashback of Boromir versus Lurtz?
Yeah,
Except he's not getting shot by arrows.
might as well be.
Might as well be. What was that? 16 plus 4 plus 3. Enough. 23.
Oh, is that Brightblade?
Yeah, with his bright blade. So he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna hit and he's gonna strike for a total of maximum damage. So 10 points of slashing damage. The orc itself, he staggers back a little bit, and you can see that there's cuts and gouges all over him, and he's just filthy human scum. And he looks over to Glorfindel, and he says, "Gotta get back to the captain." See, breathes heavily. But that brings us to you, Kyrian.
Yeah. Not on my watch. I'm gonna say last chance to tell me who your captain is, you filth. Your silence ends you. And I will smack him for 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
For a whopping 7 damage.
You drop him down to his knee. He is currently sitting at 1 hit point.
Oh boy.
What do you want to do with him?
I mean, I want to get him to tell me who he works for, but I want to kill him ultimately.
Okay. It's your choice. You have a bonus action to attempt to do that.
Yeah.
He is on his knees. He is looking up at you. All right.
Die.
This really is the Aragorn. The Aragorn coming in is like.
No, Aragorn's down.
If I can hit at advantage here.
That's true. That's true. This is how Aragorn learns to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing him how. 23 to hit. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
That's auto kill. How are you doing it?
Just slowly slide my dagger through his throat. I gave you a chance. You filth.
As he slumps down, as the last of the black goo comes out of his.
This poor orc. Poor orc. At least this one down here is having a comedy show.
Valinith.
Valinith's thinking in the back of his head. Oh, Estel, my boy, what a proud mentor I am. But look how cool this is. And he attempts to jump onto the rock again.
Okay, make an acrobatics check for me. Did you actually say that to get his attention?
No. He was thinking that to himself. It's a 7.
Yeah.
You climb on top of the rock.
It was
nothing
great.
spectacular. It's not like a
greatest
heroic
point.
leap. You're just like as you shimmy your way up onto this rock and you turn around.
It's hard. You have a bow in hand.
Make a
you know?
perception
That's
check.
true.
Make a perception check for me.
Perception. Okay. Perception. 23.
Estel nods. He's looking at you. He nods and he says, "Do it."
Do it.
That's what I was thinking. Sorry. With pleasure, my lad. And he attempts to shoot an arrow. He's aiming for his nostril.
Okay.
It's probably like his nose is probably like that, and it's just sticking out. The little nose hair poking out the side. That's what he's aiming for right there.
The nose hair.
Yeah, the nose hair. Okay. 23.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8 points of damage.
How do you want to take care of this guy?
Into the nostril, as I said.
You split the nose hair as it just goes, and he falls to the ground with a as he falls back. With that, Glorfindel, he steps up and he makes his way over to this orc. Actually, this is a healthy orc. He has not been damaged yet.
Lair action?
Glorfindel's going to use a lair action and heal.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Lair action, yes.
When can Valinith learn that layer action?
Until you become a hero like Glorfindel.
Oh.
You can only use it within the realm of Rivendell, though.
Of the Hidden Valley Ranch,
You
I
have to
get
be
it.
in your lair.
Yeah. And
Surrounded
he's
by
gonna
ranch.
use his weapon. The orc, he's like kind of like grunts as he's stepping backwards, attempting to take a defensive pose. Glorfindel whacks his sword out of the way as he hits him for 27. He hits his sword out of the way and just like stabs at him for 15 points of damage. And then he uses his second weapon. He whacks his sword out of his hand for a nat 20. And he is going to stick him in the shoulder and pierce him to the ground. He puts his foot on top of him, but he is going to withhold lethal damage. And he is going to look into the face of this orc. The orc, with his hideous expression, gazes back at the elf. And Glorfindel says, "Now be a good orc. Answer what the man said. Who is your captain?" And he's going to make an intimidation check.
Right. I bet he's more
For a nat
intimidating.
20. The orc looks at you and says, "His name is Mormog." And Glorfindel, he nods, and with his foot, he basically twists the neck of the, puts his foot on the face and twists the neck, and you hear a crack, and he dies, essentially. Battle is over.
Can you repeat that name? Sorry.
Mormog.
Mormog. Mormog.
So a battle has concluded, and Caliphyr, being rejuvenated by the secret sauce, he looks up to both Glorfindel and you, Kyrian, and he says, "Thanks for that." And he stands up, he straightens himself as best as he can. From what you can tell, his tarnished armor is basically sullied in blood and mud and all kinds of
And ranch.
garbage and ranch dressing. Again, as I had mentioned, like the side of his armor, so the straps that held it, one of them has come undone, so like the breastplate's kind of half hanging off. Although below you can see a very fine set of clothing, so a tunic, and it's in kind of like a dark blue kind of and like silverish with silverish embroidery on it. You look into his face and he looks younger than you, Kyrian, but you can tell that it has seen many battles, and it is worn. It's quite handsome, but very disheveled. His finely kept hair is all askew. As you look into his eyes, you look down a little bit. He's about 6 feet tall, but from where you stand, you look down into his eyes, and he looks to you and says, "Fate had it that I would survive this day. Clearly my task to find the Hidden Valley did bear fruit. Tell me." And he looks over to Glorfindel. "How did you know where to find me?"
Well, I was coming on another mission. I just happened to, as fate would have it, stumble upon you, unless you were talking to our Lord Elf friend here.
And Glorfindel, he nods his head, and as he's wiping his blade off with the cloth of like the orcs, he just is like wiping his blade off, and he looks over to Caliphyr and says, "It is my duty to guard these lands. Fortunately, I was made aware of this orc pack that had been making its way far too close to the borders of Imladris. If you were searching for the Hidden Valley, you were nearly upon it. Tell me, friend." He looks a little bit like side-eyed, a little bit askance at Caliphyr, and he says, "Who are you?" Caliphyr looks to both of you and props himself up. Valinith, in the meantime, what are you doing?
Valinith jumps down off the rock and goes over to Estel, and he says, "Why, for your first battle, and quite a fearsome one at that, you did well, young lad. You're not too worse for the wears, are you?" And he begins to kind of like check him out a little bit.
Well, thanks to your healing, I made it through, but nothing would have ever prepared me for orcs quite like this. And he looks down. You look down at the bodies that are around you. These orcs are clearly bred for war. These are no mere scouts. These are trained soldiers, as far as orcs go. And he says, "What do you think that they were doing so close to Rivendell?"
I don't know, but it can't be good. Back when I was in what was it called? The West, Wilderland. The worst we saw were wargs and goblins, even the captains themselves. There was no organization. This was an organized party. That makes me worry. And Valinith like strains his neck a little bit and tries to see if he can see signs of the others.
Yeah, you see the three others kind of standing. They're brushing themselves off, and you can tell that Caliphyr is like looking and currently conversing with both Kirian and Glorfindel.
And he says to Estel, "Collect yourself, young one. Let's go regroup." And they make their way in that direction.
Yes, Valinith, as the group of you make your way over to them. Right in time for the introduction of Caliphyr. He says, "Pardon my impoliteness, but I am Caliphyr, son of Findulin. I hail from Dol Amaroth. I'm the captain of the Silver Swan Court. I know I'm quite a ways from home, but may I know the names of my saviors?"
You may call me Kirian, son of Durafin, of the Dunedain. It is good to see you, brother. And may I say, I'm quite impressed with your talents in battle. And I'll kind of give him a gruff handshake, bro hug, and embrace him.
Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh no. Oh no. 5.
He looks to you and he grips your hand, and as he does so, you can feel like a very firm, strong grip. And he says, "You're quite different from the men that I've run into in Eriador. I have well, let's just say my opinions of the men in this region have been sullied to a degree. But you have shown your skill in battle, and at least that I can respect. Thank you. Thank you, Kirian." And he looks over to Glorfindel, and Glorfindel says, "My name is Glorfindel, of the House of Imladris. I'm glad we were able to come when we did. It looks like you were in dire straits. You need to tell us everything." As he sees both Valinith and Estel make their way up. And he says, "Ah, there we are. Joined by, others of my kin." And he gestures over, and he says, "This is Valinith, son of Morbeth. He is a scholar by trade, but Perhaps adventurer by passion. And
Valinith chuckles a bit and says, "Oh, that is too kind, Lord Glorfindel. We're just happy to be of help." And he actually turns to look at Caliph straight in the eyes and he says, "I was impressed. When I was up on that boulder, I didn't think you would make it. That quite..." And he looks at the suit of armor and looks at the shield and says, "It's a good thing you came prepared. That's unlike anything I've ever seen in my life."
these are customary gifts. The uniform of the guard of the Silver Swan Court. They've served me well in many battles, but I've never experienced anything quite like what I've seen today. Especially, and he looks specifically at Glorfindel, especially the prowess with the blade. Clearly, I have much to learn. And he looks to you, Kyrian, and he says, "And you, the way you fight is so... it leaves an impact, that's for sure. I've never seen someone wield two blades so skillfully at once. You must tell me your secrets to combat. Where did you learn? Who did you train under?"
All in good time. But I think we all have better places to be.
And he looks down kind of at the ground and then looks to the young boy Estel. And his gaze fixates on the boy. I'm going to have the both of you make insight checks for me.
Insight. Ooh. We're good at that, though, right? Right?
I am if I can roll better than a freaking 2.
It's okay. It's okay. Hold up. There we go. 19.
Kyrian, the first impression that you get from Caliph is he seems hardened, as if he had, perhaps this is something you can relate to a little bit, but he doesn't seem to easily let people in. He has this kind of pride that he holds on his shoulder. Perhaps it's from his position, or perhaps it's from the saving that he just went through. But he seems to be fixated over at Estel, and you do not quite know why. In fact, you're actually curious on who this boy is as well. Valinith, you look into the gaze of Caliph here, and you can sense a hint of curiosity. And Caliph here, he says, "And this boy... clearly a man of Gondor, wouldn't you say?" And he stands next to him, and actually Estel looks nearly eye level with, even though he's a young boy, with Caliph here. And he says, "Strong arms, broad shoulders. An expression of hope." It's good to see that I at least have some of my kin up here. It's been far too long. And he looks around to the rest of you, and Glorfindel says, "Ah, yes. This is Estel. He is the ward of Lord Elrond."
I wanted to see if I recognize that. Oh. Okay. Slash, at least just recognize that he's like Dunedain or whatever. Perception, you say? 17. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I agree. Can you show us the way?
Huzzah!
Or I shall. Or I guess you will regret. Wonderful. I look forward to the ranch.
Mhm. Yeah. It was really good. I was really nervous because I knew that it was going to be a very intense battle because orcs, like Valinith, has only really fought goblins. He fought some wargs, but aside from that, like bandits and things like that, like very low level things. And so that was definitely an upgrade from what Valinith has encountered before. I mean, he's fought wraiths too, I guess technically, but even then, like they were still comparatively, it was only like one at a time, so it wasn't all that bad. That was intense. That was crazy. I was happy to use the Bow of the Last Alliance. I'm really happy. It's a really cool bow. Healing, I'm a little bummed. I went through 3 of my 4 heals on that. However, I will say I'm glad that Estel didn't die. But it was really fun though. It was really fun. It felt very hopeless, but we had Glorfindel, and we were hitting sometimes, and freaking thick boy up north was doing real good.
Yeah, Kyle, we can't hear you on stream.
Hi. You can hear me now? I think I was muted for some reason. That was weird. But I'm back.
Yeah.
Hi. How's it going, everybody? I will say that these orcs were a little bit more difficult than your average orcs. And because of that, they just had higher AC than typical. But yeah, I will say the one thing, one of the reasons this combat was so hard is because you had Mr. Glorfindel with you.
Figures.
Typically,
Taking out a frickin'
typically, if
troll
you
all
have
by
some of the
itself.
better, like if you had Elrond, any of that kind of stuff, you're most likely bound to fight something a little bit more difficult if you have.
Yeah,
It's great
I
when
mean,
you're next to him.
exactly, and that's the thing that I think made it so difficult was how spread out everything was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Glorfindel was doing work where he was doing, but then the rest of us were just like fending off until Glorfindel got there.
But you guys did. You had a decent number of kills. Like, what was your guys' kill count? Kyrian had like
1.
nice and heals.
Tyrion, I think, had 3.
Yeah, and technically speaking, Caliph had 0, but
I know, I took his kill.
it's okay.
He was holding the line, though. He was
Yeah.
holding the line.
He was
It's
doing
true.
his thing just to make sure that he wasn't dying. But yeah, clutch heals when they happened. It was good stuff. But any last things to add, Dane, before?
I mean, it was just really good to be back. I'm excited for this campaign moving forward. I've missed AME. Even when I had to take a break, it killed me when I had to take a break because of the time change and the time difference when I moved back to America. It's good to be back to like a regular schedule, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have. I was talking to Cole a little bit about it. This party composition is incredibly different compared to how Wilderland Adventure is. Whereas like Valinith was the only one who had wisdom and intelligence, whereas everyone else was like very, very high in their constitution and strength, where I feel like we cover all each other's bases pretty nicely, all the characters. Like our strengths are definitely our strengths, but also there's not like any stat anyone's just horrible at, which is nice. So it's definitely a more like even party, I should say. It's not as much min-maxed, which is going to be nice. Also, I'm just very curious to see where it's going to go from here. I'm very curious on the conversations that are going to happen in the Hidden Valley of Ranch to come. And yeah, it was a really good session. Really good session to come back to, I should say. So
For sure.
That's it for me.
Cole, your thoughts on tonight's session?
Oh yeah, it was fun. Yeah, sorry, I kept sniggering every time you said Hidden Valley, and I just
Yeah,
need
me
to get
too.
over that. Um, yeah, it was really good to be back. I'm really enjoying this campaign so far. Man, combat scares me because like,
Yeah, it's intense.
Very low level, no healing. There's some
yeah,
healing. Like this one is definitely for
very
those who
minimal.
are new to this, especially with like that lair action that Glorfindel has. Like it's very like that is like super strong. Like the ability to just heal 10 hit points is like very
Yeah,
broken
OP.
in this.
Yeah,
So like for example with Valineth's skills, he can only use his heal. He was healing more than Glorfindel, but he can only use it 4 times an adventure. So
yeah,
like he's very limited in what he can do, and as soon as you're out, it's just kind of like, well, what now?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of scary. Um, very intense. Man, the rolling was something else. I like
I need to go back and do that roll counter to see how many nat 20s I got.
it was
It
insane.
was insane. They just kept on
Oh
coming.
man. And I was like hot or cold. I was either rolling so high or so low, and I'm just like literally like, come on. Like so the rolling made it that much more tense. Um
That's true, and it like really put pressure on you guys. Speaking about like an encounter that could have been probably a little bit easier, but with all like the crits
yeah.
against you and like all of like it, man, it
Yeah. And like I freaking was like I did a 13 to this guy from the get-go, and then 3 attacks later have done nothing more. Like it was so frustrating. And that's just how it is sometimes, but it's just like literally how do I roll a 1, a 2 and a 1? Like what the heck? So, but yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to role play this next bit. Um I need to re look at some of my things again. Cuz it's like yeah, there's just a lot of different stuff with Wanderer versus like Ranger, um,
this is the
and
first
like
time I've
figuring out
looked at Calefir's stat block for like 2 months, and so that's why I was just like, what can he do? Oh, he can do this. Oh wait, no, he can't use this in this situation. So I'm like,
right.
he's very purposely built to be a wall. As you saw,
Yeah,
like he was doing max damage 3 of the 4 attacks he had,
yeah,
but it's only a maximum of 10. So like his
yeah,
he can only do so much. Like his whole purpose is to pull aggro and
yeah,
to make sure that
which
people
was
are attacking
great.
him.
Yeah,
So
I mean, like once I was near him, I'm like, dang, I've got like one guy attacking me. But if he goes down, I'm screwed. So I'm glad he didn't. And yeah, no, I'm just excited to keep going and to see how it all continues to unfold and to just like see relationships between people with Kyrian, specifically in Rivendell. So
yep, it'll be
we'll
something.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, we've I feel like we've been diving a lot into Rivendell lately in a lot of these streams, but it's like Rivendell hasn't been like a thing for literally 45 weeks of this campaign.
Dang.
Now that
Yeah.
it is, this is like a big hub, especially for the Eriador group. So
Yeah.
get used to
Makes
Rivendell.
sense.
It's a very nice nice place to be.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that I will add too is it's really cool to see your guys' like interaction with like heroes like Estelle and Glorfindel, and like I think it would be easy. I know you guys had commented on it like at the end where it's like we should just like sit back and let Glorfindel do everything. But like that's why it's important as a like if you're a DM and you're building something, you have to put pressure in certain ways. Like for example, like it's not like oh yeah, because probably Glorfindel could have gone in and just done freaking work. But there is kind of a counter, and those critical hits definitely made it like again, especially against like Calefir, like where it's like you were pushed, you were rushed for time, and so like
Yeah.
the fact that you guys were there actually did make a difference, regardless of whether you had Glorfindel or not. And so
Yeah.
being able to create encounters and stuff like that, like from a DM's perspective, is something that's quite important as well. Figuring out ways to be able to be like, hey, Estelle isn't super overpowered yet. He's pretty good. He's definitely a little tankier as far as like HP goes, but like he was still like taking hits like a champ. And so is Caliphyr. Caliphyr doesn't have as much HP, but he was on death's door more than a couple of times. I think one time he got down to 6 HP, one time he got down to 1 HP. There's another time he got down to like 4 HP, and so like he was like really like waning, like on that, like going unconscious, and yeah, it would have not been great. But yeah, you're right. If he would have gone down, all those orcs' attentions would have been on Kyrian, and it would have been like
I would have gone down. Like, there's no way.
ugh.
There's no way.
That's why you don't run into the. I mean, you did a great job because you had the tank to be able to do it, but it's like that's why it's like it's sketchy to just like run into the fray and just be like, let's do this.
I know, but it was also just like I need to pull guys from him so he doesn't go down. It's like,
yep,
you know,
it's that balance. It's the party work and the teamwork, which is very important. So
yeah,
But it's okay because no one mentioned that our new party member is Glorfindel moving forward. So
that's true. Yeah, he's joining us.
yeah, he's just there as for reserve.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that he doesn't have his lair action all the time, but I'll
Maybe he could bring a bottle of ranch with him, and then he'll be good.
Bring the lair with you, you know.
I love it. Bring the hidden valley on his back.
Yeah. And thus the bottled ranch industry was born.
Beautiful, beautiful. Do you guys have anything else to add before we jump into some thoughts about, or not thoughts, just talking about the schedule ahead? Any last things? Going once, going twice. We will be streaming Eriador Adventures again in 2 weeks, and so it will be on for you guys in the West. April 2nd will be our next Eriador Adventures, and then for next week is going to be Wilderland Adventures, and so for those of us in the
for
East,
moving forward, it will always be the first and third week unless something extraneous happens.
yes. And so what the plan is if there are any 5th weeks in the month, we will either take a break from Adventures in Middle-earth and not have an Adventures in Middle-earth so we can keep on the same schedule, or if we're somehow able to do a if there's any ones where we can get the entire party together, those 5th weeks might be the weeks that we do that, where we can get like from both sides depending on what that looks like. But yes, going forward it will be very much for Eriador Adventures we are going to be sticking very strictly to first and third Tuesday/Wednesday of the month for those. We have scheduling reasons for that, and so we'll do that, and we'll just kind of keep everything on pace with that. And so for those who are in the Wilderland campaign that are listening to this, that's the plan going forward. You guys will always be the 2nd and 4th weeks of the month. So cool. Yes, Dane, I'm gonna give it over to you if you want to talk about scheduling for this week.
Yeah, so the rest of the week we got a lot of streams this week. So Kyle, you're going to be continuing Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow morning, or I guess in the evening for you. So that is for us Americans. That is, you're going to be doing it a little bit early today.
Maybe I might be starting at 7, but we'll see. Usually the normal stream time is at 7:30 p.m. JST, so we'll see.
Yeah. So that's JST for a Colorado Mountain Time. That is 4 a.m. If you're on the East Coast, that's 6 a.m. So that's a little bit more manageable. So come and join him for that. He's going to be continuing his amazing playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. I've really enjoyed it so far. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it too. Cole will be continuing his playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Is that right, Cole? Those times work for you?
Yep.
Cool. Nice. Anything else about that?
Just, get ready for the time skip. Just kidding. We probably won't get there, but
last week we saw Al Gore's true identity become revealed.
Freaking.
And that was nice. So yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be really cool. So come join us for that.
Edelgard Al Gore.
Oh, have you not heard the voice acting for the Flame Emperor? The Flame Emperor straight up sounds like Al Gore from South Park. I'm totally surreal, guys.
That's nice.
The first time I heard it when I was doing my playthrough,
I didn't even think about that. Wow. Okay. Nice.
It sounds like Al Gore, just from South Park. So I guess it's an inside joke.
Nice.
But So for Al Gore's always been the Flame Emperor for me. Anyways, though, Thursday I'm gonna be continuing my playthrough of Pokemon Legends Arceus. We are getting towards end game. We're in the last area, the snowy area. I don't know how much is left on top of it. We do have to go hunt Arceus at some point, so that means you have to complete the Pokedex. But we're getting there. We are getting
Do
there.
you have to like
finishing that game.
complete each entry?
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess once I finish the story, we're in the last area. Then we'll find out, I guess. But we have that. If we do
I'm
happen to
very
finish,
impressed, Dane, at how like quick you finish games.
Same.
we've been
Dane's
doing
done-
it for a
Dane's
while. You
done
just blow
quick.
through it.
It takes me so long. It literally took me 5 months to beat Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Well, I stream 3 days a week too, though, so I get an extra stream. Cole, you're only once a week, so it makes sense for you. I triple the amount of
Yeah,
streams you do.
that's my excuse.
And then Kyle, Baldur's Gate is just a long game.
Yeah,
So it's all good.
I'm definitely clipping through Ghost of Tsushima much quicker, especially because I
Yeah.
know I played the game once before, and so like I know like how far along that I can progress. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be the length of Baldur's Gate. So
Yeah. But yeah, we have that on Thursday of Arceus. But then Friday, we have our next session of Everlast Adventures. So come join us for that. That's 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is nice. So, or Mountain Daylight Time, I should say. So that's gonna be really fun. Come join us for that. Always a good time to be playing some Everlast. And then Saturday, I'll be continuing Legends Arceus. We may end early depending if we finish the game. I don't know if we're going to finish. It just really depends on how long it takes for us to get all the Pokemon. But I don't know what I'm going to be playing next. So I'll be playing something next once we do finish that. But I guess that's it for the week ahead. I guess Kyle's continuing to play Ghost of Tsushima on the Sunday and whatnot. But aside from that, next week is Holy Week. So Cole, you're probably not streaming next week, are you?
I don't see
Or are
why
you?
not.
There you go. Cole's gonna be streaming next week.
Wait, actually, to be determined. I might have
Holy
work.
Thursday.
There you go. So stay tuned. We always post the schedule in the Discord. So feel free to look at that Discord schedule, and they are updated to whatever time your computer is set to. So feel free to do that. We have an amazing sponsor, Daisaki, Japanese Sweets and Luxury Treats. They are a small family business based in Tokyo, Japan, and free international shipping. And they got 2 seasonal boxes going on right now. So they've got their Sakura box and their Matcha season box. I don't know how much time is left on those, but they've been up for a few weeks, so it's probably getting towards the end of each of those
I
seasons.
think it's the end of the month.
The end of the month, okay, of March, April, I don't remember,
March, I
but
think.
March. And so like if you're really itching to get a matcha box or a Sakura season box, please consider heading on over there. They're awesome. I mean, they're great. They got their omakase box, which is their normal box that they have, that you can get amazing snacks and treats from just the normal konbinis and convenience in normal stores in Japan. And then they have their kawaii boxes, which are more like geared towards like character stuff. So like their kawaii base box has like a lot of anime stuff. They have a Disney box, they have a Sanrio box, they have a Pokemon box and a Nintendo box. But make sure you mention, if you do decide to order from them, that Fantasy Forge sent you. There's a little box section upon checkout. Make sure you mention that because we get credit. And then also, if you have a Twitch name and you want to give it to them, then you get extra raffle tickets for a giveaway once we hit a certain referral limit too, which is pretty cool. So consider checking them out. They're awesome. Everything I've gotten from them has just been absolutely amazing. But yeah, I can't speak enough highly about Daisaki. And free international shipping, I'll tell you, I've been recently shipping some things, like just in the United States, I've been recently shipping some things. It is ridiculous how expensive shipping is, just even domestically. I don't know how they do it for free internationally. It's crazy. But yeah, consider checking them out. Free international shipping and just really good prices just overall. And it's definitely a good experience of Japan. Aside from that, I can't think of anything else. Anyone else?
Check out the merch store. I am currently wearing Mr. Caliph here.
Yes.
The t-shirt for that guy.
The one thing I will say, we changed merch store providers, so we're now using Printify as opposed to Streamlabs. The print quality is a million times
much
better.
I was actually commenting that before the stream. I'm like, I've worn this shirt quite a few times, and it's still like the image is crystal clear. It feels good. The shirt's not all worn out. It's
it has a really cool Fantasy Forge neck tag, which is pretty sweet too. And then they also have like just a bunch of stuff. So the entirety of the store isn't completely updated yet. We have our Adventures of Middle Earth, so if you want to support your favorite characters, you want a shirt of your favorite character, those are available. But also we get a lot more kickback. They're the same prices that they were in our Streamlabs store. They're not more expensive, they're better quality for the same price, but we get more kickback from it, which is really, really nice. That's part of why I decided to switch over to them. So consider checking them out. There, it's linked below, that you can go and just browse our shop, and it actually goes a long way to really helping Fantasy Forge Studios, because again, right now this is my main job and my full-time job and my only job that I have, so like it really does help me out a lot if you do it, and it's also a cool way to be able to spread the Fantasy Forge pride. But aside from that, I think YouTube, we do upload to YouTube, so check that out. I'm a little bit late updating the last round of stuff. However, all of the Adventures of Middle Earth is up, I believe. So go check that out. And yeah.
And fortunately, you're not too far behind if you're just tuning into Eriador Adventures. There might be 2 streams to catch up on if you're not there, but this is technically episode 1, session 1 of Eriador Adventures, and so all that stuff is there. But we're like 46 episodes into Wilderland Adventure, and so make sure you go check that campaign out as well. Both campaigns are happening congruently. And so right now, it's like the same year, same time and everything. The stuff that's happening in Eriador is also what's happening in Wilderland right now. And so like you get kind of like the whole north of Middle Earth of what's actually happening, like the main thing. So it's super cool. It's really neat. Kind of fun to see that. But that should be it, unless anyone else has anything to say. Very happy to finally get this crew together. Happy to see where you guys go and excited for that. But until then, pray for each other. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. It's all good stuff. But I will see you guys all tonight for some Ghosts of Tsushima. And may the road go ever onward and onward. God bless you all, and have a good one. Bye.